Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. So glad you're with us. We have 3 hours live from Los Angeles. It is a really cool show. We've got designer, we've got new, we've got some really cool, I will say, last night it was all about really one particular piece that really got everybody excited. It was a purple Paraiba. Well, good news is, tonight, interestingly enough, we have the bigger version of, believe it or not, same mounting but bigger, with the really impressive nearly 10 karat in the same color. It looks like we just did like grow a stone. You know, it just is amazing. We've got the same kind of look, beautiful stone. So if you want it a little bit bigger, 10 karat purple Paraiba, it's here. We also have good news, something a little bit smaller, and it's fascinating. You know, one of the things, I know these are stones that don't technically change color, but I've been noticing already that in different lights, they look a little different. They really do. It's interesting. A lot of you were saying, hey, wasn't that stone pink? I don't think Lolo knows her colors. Well, it's interesting. I was looking, I've been in 4 different lights with these stones. They shift from really pinky to purple to always neon. So we're very excited to have those. So we've got pear-shaped copper bearing. I've got a smaller stone than last night and the bigger stone. So good news is we've got all our bases covered tonight if you want one of the rarest. And I just love when we can bring rare to as many people as possible. That's really what I'm excited about. So a pear-shaped purple Paraiba, a bigger oval tonight. Those are just 2 of many rings. We also have, okay, the other piece that I must say, something about right up front. This is going to be, I think it's going to be, if I had to tell the future here, I bet you it's going to be our new bestseller. It is such a beautiful band. And let me tell you, jewelry, as classics as there may be, that we see over and over for decades and decades, there are still new and trending pieces that we're seeing, and having just been fresh off the JCK show. Let me tell you what's happening in this world right now. It is exactly what we're going to bring you. If you have not been in a retail store or have not been paying attention to the catalogs and whatnot, well, we're here to bring you total cutting edge. And I'm talking about still a piece that's wearable by all, but it's a way to bring really current jewelry trends into everyday classics that we love. So I'll explain when we get there. It's a wide band. I'm wearing it. It's got over a carat in diamonds, and it's really the rage right now. I must say, I have been eyeing pieces like this with this sandblast satin finishing and diamonds burnished, but wait till you see it. One of the more beautiful styles, really makes a statement. I think you're going to love it. We have the value as well. Then another favorite tonight, it's going to be opal earrings, a really fabulous pair of opal earrings. They are crystal opals, which sometimes don't give us a lot of color. They tend to look like that wall behind me. Tonight, we're going to bring you stones that look like they are alive. There are beautiful colors, all of the rainbow represented in these opals that I have, and they're yet a stud, so wearable by one and all, as long as you got piercings. And so we have a Tanzanite too. There's an emerald cut here. It's going to be that 5 karat, and it's also a simple, elegant style. Now, we also have brand new turquoise. I know I've already been getting some requests from last night, so if there's anything you're thinking about as you maybe have been mulling over some of the Wednesday night pieces, it never hurts to ask. It might still be here. And so we've got a very, very special pair of earrings to kick off with. It is turquoise. One of my favorite stones to bring to y'all is turquoise, and it's going to be our Sleeping Beauty variety. We've actually got a whole trio of turquoise pieces today. It's going to be starting with the earrings. We'll have a very large ring, and then we also have another gorgeous pendant. It was last night. I started our Wednesday night show with a turquoise and a necklace. I've got something similar for those of you that missed out, but here's 1128492, and that's all coming up in the next few moments. So make sure you stay with me and check out all the fabulous pieces we have. But this is 8492. You're getting 244 in your turquoise pear shapes and 20 points in diamonds. They will be the rounds right up front, and then another round bigger there. You can see it's funny, it almost looks like a princess cut, just the way the prongs are situated, and then you've got your turquoise stones in the pair of pairs, and it is a very exciting way to get you a fabulous value where they should be $39.99. They will not. Let's show you what they look like from a distance. Here's your length, represented with a length of, let's check it out here specifically. It's going to be a length of 1 inch or so, maybe just a tad more. Sure, I would say about 1.1 inches there, top to bottom, and really 1 inch in your gemstones. That's going to be diamonds up top, leading into your beautiful teardrop shape of turquoise, but they are better than 34. They are better than 3, better than 2, better than $1,000. They are $9.99. And a quick look at them on here, just so you can see what that's all about from a stunning perspective, just where you see how beautiful they are, how bright a turquoise is, and of course your go with everything stone is right there as well. So you've got a nice little summertime drop earring, not too dressy, I don't think. I think they're really wearable for all occasions. Yes, let me know if you have any requests or questions. We'll bring them out to you as soon as possible. Yes. Right, the turquoise ring. And did she see the necklace that goes with it? Yeah, there's a necklace that's really beautiful with it too, so we'll show those coming up. All right, so here is the earring. Let's go back. I do have a turquoise 2 recap from last night as well. Does she need to see it then? Is that what she wants to do? Okay, so got it for you, and that one I have aside. So here are the turquoise earrings, again, $9.99. They stay in the white gold, by the way, so they will stay as is. Now, of course, I had a favorite, and some of you say, you know, a lot of you guys reach out and go, you know what? Give me another day to think about it, and I'll always oblige when I can. So this is a ring I know I too wanted to purchase, but again, saved it for you. Here it is. This is from last evening, 1128483, and I happen to have a beautiful match and a necklace to it because there's some subtle detailing in a necklace you're going to see that actually is a perfect match. This is the ring that's got the bypass of the fancy cuts. They're still, of course, opaque stones. They've got this great checkerboarded, or rather kind of a pyramid stud facet pattern to it where they sit up but at a point but not sharp. And then you've got all the different textures from the knife edge that carries through the band on either side. The great cable texturing. It's $16.99 on that one, and it's sold. Don't forget it had that great finishing on the inside as well. Now, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to show the piece that matches just in case. Now, if you love that turquoise, there are the earrings, of course, but here's the necklace. Do you see how, Tim, I wanted to point this out to her because it's got the same detailing, the same kind of etching design we saw in the bypass, but it's going to be all bezel set with a cushion cut and then that one diamond. So if anybody needs a great turquoise necklace, here it is. 1128502 is the item number. It's going to be a 1 carat 44. On that cushion cut square, turquoise stone, all bezel set. Then you've got the one individual diamond. We're going to throw in the chain, which is going to be a fabulous lobster claw chain, all done in 14 karat yellow, stays in the yellow gold, and it's 1 point on the diamond. It is an accent. It's a full cut diamond, but it's still, I consider a 1 point kind of a true accent size because it doesn't really, well, they do get smaller than that, but it's not something we use. We like our full cuts. Take a look at this from a distance away. You'll see the simple elegance, but again, the detailing, and then I do want to show you, it's got 16, 17, and 18 inch, a chain that is worth more than the price of admission. So the whole piece is only going to be $499. I really did a special opportunity on a turquoise necklace just about 24 hours ago. Want to bring something else, since I know there were so many of you that missed out on that one last evening. We will bring this one to you as well. And then let me give you a look at the length of the pendant itself, and then we'll give you a look on the neckline, but only $499, and that will go flying quickly. There you can see it's about a ½ an inch top to bottom, maybe a tad more. And then here's what it looks like on the neckline for you as well, so you can see what that's all about. And again, beautiful, bright, piercing blue of the Sleeping Beauty. There's really just no other color quite like it, and yet all that beautiful, beautiful color, a great consistency, no matrix. Yell it out if you got it, because I got 3. I got backed up calls here on this one. If only I had 50 of them, but I only do have 1. So it's going to fly very quickly. $499. Who's got it? Is it Jess or Joanne or Tim or who? Because that is a one only. And yes, we're throwing in the chain, which is also an adjustable chain with the lobster claw. It's gone. We'll go back to the wheel. Don't forget the turquoise earrings are here if you'd like the turquoise earrings. But here's the big ring. Here's the new one tonight that is the big individual stone that we have. And I love it. There's just such an elegance and such a simplicity to this large piece of jewelry here. It's like a true cocktail ring. It's 1128482, and this is the large turquoise in the oval. And thank you so much on the necklace and the ring, turquoise earrings. And no, it is not an entire turquoise show. It just feels like it right now. But this is our Sleeping Beauty. It's our last, by the way. It's our 6 carat 90 on this huge stone. Boy, we haven't seen, even in the history of all we've done in turquoise over the years, have not seen many that are going to bring that kind of size. 7 carats plus the diamond weight is 14. We give it that really delicate halo in diamonds. So it really just emphasizes it, looks beautiful. I will show it. Tracy, we got your request next, so be ready. Because again, you know how quickly pieces are going here tonight. Because now we're all back in the groove of our weekly dates here at TVON in these evening shows, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But here we are with a very special turquoise 690 and then 14 points in diamonds. They go all the way around it. And it's yet, again, yellow gold is going to be how it stays. We've got a $39.99 piece. I will take it much lower than that. And we'll send it on out of here, our 690. And don't forget, there's also an ability, if you wanted to add a little ring guard action around it, you may. We'll take a look at it on the hand here. Just again, perfect, and it's really beautiful symmetry. Of course, that big size, just we love a classic halo. I actually, so many times, I know it seems so interesting to be able to put really, again, a beautiful trail of smaller diamonds around a bigger stone. I love that. I've always loved that. I think it's one of the prettier things you can do when you put jewelry together and really let the stone be the superstar, as always. It should be. But here you're getting that diamond trail around it. So let's make it easy. Let's make it affordable. And more importantly, let's give you that great value. $39.99. Sure, all day. We're going to make it better than half that, not $19.99. That is our largest turquoise in the house. Still Sleeping Beauty variety. Love that. And we'll make it even more affordable. How about $16.99? That way I'm complimenting the price we did on the bypass style that's already sold. So that way we've got turquoise galore. If only I would love nothing more than to have an entire 3-hour show of nothing but turquoise. The reality is, it's not a reality. We can't do it. There's not enough Sleeping Beauty really of our level of quality we demand to bring you even an hour. And so we just happen to have a few great turquoise pieces here to start. There's even going to be a Padparadscha that's really affordable. I have a really fabulous, truth be told, I was supposed to show this last night, but I felt like it needed a little polishing. So we did that, got it together, got that done, and now it's here ready to go. So item number is going to be 1128145. This large 690 is still available. This is something we don't see very often, and I'm so glad that we have it for you. It's also going to be really unique because even if it's no different than when we talk about different talismans, different styles, different symbols of faith. The Star of David is not something we see nearly as often, and we really need to. That's a rose gold design with the chain as well included, and this chain is really lengthy. I just realized this has got to be a 20-inch chain, if not longer. So you're getting a very versatile rose gold chain, and you know how tough those are to find. And here's what we're going to do. It's 1128145, and it's our 18 karat gold with a 29-point pink sapphire. And you can see, I mean, I'm trying to hold it level here because it's got the hidden veil at the top. But then you have a suspended stone, so it's going to be basically floating within the middle, and you've got that really hot pink sapphire. It's going to be our 29-point pink sapphire, 23 points in diamonds, rose gold chain, which is the Rolo. It is adjustable and it is lengthy. So very excited to bring that. And remember, it's 18 karat rose gold. We love that too, and it's going to sit level on the neckline. So even giving the impression, I mean, sometimes rose gold will look like the diamonds are pink. They're not. They're white diamonds, but it's that beautiful look, really making it a collectible and something that probably is different than the classics you may already have. Let's show it to you from a distance here so we can gauge the size together. Here's what it looks like. Oh, I just that on. Seeing the open work, I mean, really well done. It's a very heavy chain, I must say, too. Let me give you a length of the pendant itself, and then call me early because there is only one, stays in the rose gold. With that rose gold chain, the length from top to bottom is 3/4 of an inch. The chain itself, I have to just point out here, I'm going to do a quick little measure here, roughly speaking, on the chain. Yeah, it is going to be looks like a 20-inch chain. I'm going to take a look at it on the neckline here as well, so you can see from a distance away, just to give you all the looks, all the angles, but 20 inches, but don't worry, it's adjustable. So even if that, because that's down here, you can't really see it. So you can make it up here, there, or anywhere because you've got the adjustability of that bead right there. You see that bead over to your left? That's where it slides to make it shorter as you need to. So you can really make it higher one day, lower the next, but you've got 20 inches of chain to play with here. And that itself is worth something. And this piece is no longer going to be $42.99. We're taking it even lower, and a huge opportunity in the rose gold. I love the way that sapphire just floats in the center there, gives you a little bit of independent movement on the stone, even when the chain and the pendant is not, and we'll make it only $1,499. And I'll tell you right now, for that kind of gauge on the chain, it's a really nice, heavy, thicker chain. That rose gold shimmering, it's a link chain as well. The adjustability, all that for $14.99 is pretty impressive. We'll go back to the hand, and then we'll take it up close to the wheel as well. But that is a very, boy, I am so impressed by the price tag, especially when that chain is for free. And again, only in the rose gold. That is how it stays, but what a great look that is. And your diamond weight is 23 points. Looks like more to me, but I'll go with it. So pink sapphire, diamonds, and a lot of gold for $14.99. And then back up close it goes. Let me give you a close-up look at that sapphire one more time so you can see what that's all about. I do have to hold this upright because gravity is going to take hold, and want you to see how that pink sapphire is going to look, okay? So that's $14.99. Then we're actually going to scoot on over to the Padparadscha, which is the really only the rare variety of sapphire. It's the rarest of the entire sapphire family that is coming up right here and now. It's 1124098. Well, look at this. A round Padparadscha sapphire. My goodness. Don't expect to see that very often. It is our 62 point and it's unheated, so it's giving you the pink and the orange elements together. And then look at this band. Talk about a stone that is really lovely with that round, but it's also going to give you a lot of diamonds in there from every angle essentially. So 4098 starts with the 62 pointer in the middle, which has some pop to it. Then you're going to have essentially, it's like 3 rows, but they put them around the profile. So see that? Yes. You got it. All right, Star of David is sold. Take a look at this. This is where you get, first of all, solid gold alert here. It's all 14K, but there's a lot of it. And then you're going to see it is the most beautiful decorative centerpiece. That basket is more than just a typical basket. Look at how it looks like the lotus blossom itself. You know, that's what Padparadscha translates to in the Sinhalese language, which is lotus blossom. So when you talk about a beautiful pinky orange color, you get the floral of the basket around it on the sides. You get the profile done up in diamonds. That's how it looks on the other side. So it's always a treat for the eyes, no matter how you're looking at it, no matter what angle you see, because it is, every detail is thought of. Every piece of the ring is actually going to be really detailed, and it's going to be so affordable, not $39.99 where it used to be, where it was. We're going to take it a lot lower than that. The very first caller on this one, and please get on the phone lines early tonight on anything and everything you see. I have brought the markdowns. It is a discount day that you will not believe. When I know everything in jewelry seems to be going up, that is everywhere but here. We are the exception, the rare exception to that rule. And I got to tell you, nobody does it like we do on any given day. It doesn't matter. That's always, we have stood as the leaders and we're proud to do that. And this is $999. So a $3,000 savings, a one-of-a-kind fabulous ring, one of the rarest stones in the world, but of course of the sapphire family, it takes the crown, and you've got it here for $999. So huge value. We'll give it 30 seconds. And you know what else I brought out? A special 3-carat/01 treat for everybody. A 301 yellow diamond in an emerald cut in a VS quality, and that's very exciting as well. So looking forward to sharing that with you. So our 25-second clock is remaining, and we'll see who's got it, because I don't think that's going to stick around. And then don't forget to call on the turquoise ring and the turquoise earrings. Now, one of the rings, the 690, is available. That is it. And then the earrings in the teardrop shapes, they're available as well. That's all we've got from our first 16 minutes, and then we keep moving because we've got a lot of one-of-a-kinds. And you know what I'm going to do at the top of the hour? Rather, I'm not even waiting. I'm going to do the bottom of the hour special here. Let me give you a little sneak peek. Remember how I mentioned opal earrings at the top of the show? They don't even look real. Look at how beautiful. They look like something from another galaxy. And talk about a fabulous, like, that's the earring you wear every day, and you get so many compliments. I'll tell you, you'll probably get tired of how many compliments you're going to get wearing those earrings. Those big studs, those beautiful colors. Who wants our Padparadscha? Let me try it on for you. I didn't do that yet. And I don't know if it's going to fit because it's not. I'm not a 4. So let me try on the size, I don't know, 3.5 or 4, whatever it is. We will size it though for you, and it's already sold, right? So congratulations on that one. Enjoy it. And then I do want to show you something kind of cool here. There's something that we had the other day that reminds me a little bit of this, but we're getting even a little bit more designer and decorative here. And this to me, to me, it looks like the beautiful front door of a colonial estate. That's what it looks like to me. Or like the front, the facade of a very well-known French designer from their flagship store where they sell purses for $260,000 and more. That place, that's what it reminds me of. Anyway, it's going to be our pendant. I just think it looks like, it feels very luxury. And it's a pendant you wear with a little bit of pride because it's something different, yet it's still giving us classic diamonds that we love, a lot of white, or actually platinum in this case. It's $71.99 is the number. Platinum and 18 karat gold. So I guess we're doing the platinum and the 18 karat gold chain here. And then we have, actually, let me verify that here real quick. I will, we'll look together here. Yes, indeed. That would be your platinum there. So this is how it's finished, by the way. Look at that. That is some sturdy finishing in the back. So that's all your platinum 18 karat gold chain here with it. I'm going to show you just up close. I want you to see it's princess cuts and rounds together. And then one of the rounds up top is that big bezel set. It reminds me, I grew up in kind of a colonial style home. So even I know in Southern California, yeah, I know a lot of you in the South had those beautiful colonial type style estates. And I lived in one for about 6 months, and it was lovely. It was lovely. It kind of, it felt very much a departure from what I'm used to. But I got to say, this really, I mean, maybe it just looks like home to you. Maybe it looks like a front door or a beautiful kind of a window frame, right? It's a stunning, stunning look. And you've got those 8 big princess cuts. I love the big round in what looks like the top window there. And we have got a chain, which is a box link chain, coming with it for free. It's a 16-incher, and we've discounted it. So I don't even know if you've seen it on the air before, but I'm very proud that we've discounted the way we have, and boy, things are flying. So make sure you're on the phone lines as fast as you possibly can today, because that's going to be the only way in. Pretty much everything I have, I'm going to see. Are there any exceptions to the rule? Maybe one on our new designer diamond band, but that's it. Everything else, one only. So this is where you got to dial quickly, and pieces are already going. So, you know, I like a quick pace. We got a lot to show you area, 70 points in diamonds here, princess cuts in rounds. I'm going to show you from a distance as well so you can see the length. You know, it's not a small piece. It's definitely, and it's got a little adjustability so you can go even shorter if you want, but look at that. And it is heavy, and you can really see there, it looks so cool how that's done. And yet we're going to give you a little length measurement here on the pendant itself, then show it up against the neckline, but that will be 1 inch top to bottom. Here it is over in real life on the neckline, so you can gauge what that's going to look like on, and we are going to take it less than even $4,499 where it started. It feels like a brick. It's really heavy. There's a lot of platinum in this pendant, and then of course you have the chain, which you see that's a nice heavier chain. It really needs it. I mean, it's a bigger, more substantial piece, so we wanted to put a really good high-end chain with it as well. But it's actually going to be better than even $1,499. There's your $3,000 off. We'll make it even better for you and send it on out right now, and you'll be very impressed. Again, you could always wear it the other way if you want to. I don't see why not. I mean, it's just a different look, right? But that's going to be what makes it so comfortable up against the neckline as we take another look at it up close and give you an incredible value and make these large diamonds and all that platinum and 18 karat gold only $999. And then get ready, we have the nearly 10 karat purple Paraiba coming out to play. I've got pink, yellow, and white diamonds all in one ring. We've got the Tanzanite earrings, emerald cuts, match pair drops, Mahenge spinel round, a new color change sphene is here as well. So there is definitely a lot to get to. And thank you so much for shopping, those of you that have already. $9.99 on that one. And then let me also just share, since we have really one of the things I would say we're known most for, values across the board, but there are certain stones that really stand out. And one of those would certainly be our yellow diamonds. We'll look at this. We have a natural yellow diamond, over 3 carats in size, and it is indeed a VS emerald cut stone and a lot of big diamonds around it as well. So that is item number 112-7676, an unforgettable piece that you are going to be excited to just get up in the morning to put that ring on, because there is something so beautiful about having quality like this. 18 karat solid gold start to finish. It's a 301 emerald cut in the middle. Very rarely have we seen 3 carat plus emerald cut diamonds. That is a tough feat in and of its own right. Even in the white diamond world, which would be also very pricey to get, not something you're going to find in a lot of quality typically. Lovely to have this one here. 301, plus you get those 2 big chevrons. They're actually fancy cut diamonds, 39 points on each side. They would be over here and over here. So that's where you'll see those bigger ones that we wanted to really make sure that we highlight that size. 220 in the rounds though. So all together a 5 carat 60, and look at how it lights up. So that's just something to think about. It's got a $60,000 TVON price. We're going to do better than that. So it is something to consider if you wanted one of our larger and best ever in the yellow diamond category. And by the way, those opal earrings I flashed, they look supernatural. They're coming up in about 7 minutes, okay? We're going to do those at the bottom of this hour. Plus, we have more new one-of-a-kinds, and we're going to start with, okay, this is, I'm going to let this one just introduce itself here on camera, live to you. Look at this stone, unforgettable. These stones are amazing. Let me see if I can get it polished up here off that surface. It is our 1 carat 20. In an Asher cut. It is the famous, what we have really made famous here, is this color change variety. Oh goodness, thank goodness it's all polished up. It looked like a mess. I was thinking, okay, please hope, I hope I have the right tools and the ability to polish that to perfection, and now it is. So now we're ready. And this is that tough find, because you're getting the perfect color of color change sphene, and there are a lot of colors involved here. No doubt about it. It's not just one color. You're going to get multiple colors depending on the light source you're in. However, it really does stand to be recognized that this is not a stone that everyone has in the world. And even if you see the term sphene, that's usually a different stone altogether. What do I mean by that? Well, sphene is typically, it can be just a regular sphene. They're still rare, but they're going to have a neon color, and they don't change color. They just stay in that neon color. Here's a little different deal. This stone changes color. So in addition to getting the awesome brilliance, the beautiful rarity, the brightest color, because sometimes they just get too dark and then they lose a lot of their appeal when they get too dark in color. This one does not. It's perfection. Take a look at this. It's brand new and it's one only, and it's not going to last, and it is a stunning Asher cut. But look at that. Normally we expect to see step facets and just kind of reveal a big open middle point. This has got that brilliance, like a big firework happening inside of it all the time, and it's 8440 and it's brand new. It's our carat 20 sphene, changes color from green to red, but never will the dispersion dull. That always stays lively like this. Plus, it's our carat 20. It's a good size for the stone. And then you're getting 55 points in diamonds as well. So amazing piece. And don't forget, we've only got a couple pieces and we're moving quickly. So dial in on those pieces that we've moved on from because they may still be here. Like, for example, our little front door pendant and our beautiful gorgeous design that we had there in the yellow diamond, which we'll talk about extensively later. But this is going to be our sphene one only. Change the gold if you'd like. Good news there. If you want to go white or rose, we can. And then it's really pretty the way this is a decorative style. You've got that open work, that side split shank detailing. Here it is on the hand for you as well. And then, of course, we can only show you half of its beauty because I don't have the ability to change the light source. But if we did and could go to an incandescent light environment, you're going to see that whole stone turn red and then still deliver the flash and the fire and the brilliance and everything you see there. And we've got it for $49.99. Yes? Which one? Oh, okay. The turquoise drops are gone too. Thank you so much that we started the show with. Very well done. So it leaves us with the big $690 oval. It's all we have left in our turquoise presentations. But here we go. Better value, and you never want to wait on a sphene, especially one that is perfection like that is. They normally are included. They're normally a deeper, darker green that tends to then overwhelm the brilliance a little bit. Not here, not this piece. And we are ready to blow it out right now for less than even $3,000. It's not $29.99, and that's our carat 20. Super stunner of a stone. You can have the white, the yellow, or the rose. I'm going to size it for you. It's not even $24.99. A huge blowout, and it's our only one tonight. And there are very few. We had one go out in an auction just a couple of days ago, and then you know what that means. That's done. So here's your chance right now, and we'll do better than even 24 or 23, 22. This is a very important stone. They are rare as can be. And I'm blowing it out right now for $1,999. That's it. And that's going to be a one only and a rare Asher cut. But again, we expect Asher cuts to just give a little more gleam than they do firework rainbow effects. This one's giving that burst of all those different rainbow colors all in one. So don't forget, we got two purple Paraibas, the really, really large 10 carat. Museum caliber, and then we also have a carat 29 for those of you that maybe missed out on yesterday's oval. So that was a about a four to 5 carat yesterday, about 4 carats. We've got some, again, larger and smaller examples here tonight. So $19.99 on the color change sphene. We're not leaving that here. They are too precious, too rare, and quite frankly, so gorgeous. I can't get enough of those stones. They're really, for those of us that really like a lot of sparkle and brilliance, that is a stone you owe it to yourself to add to the collection. We're also going to see Tanzanite earring drops, but they're quite simple, yet they're really striking. They're going to be here. We have a new pink zircon, very large. We also have this one. This is just a markdown. This is a good old-fashioned blowout price that we're taking under cost for you. Check this out. Love it. I don't love the way it needs a little rhodium on that side, but that's an easy fix. This side's good, that side not so much, but we'll do that, note made. Here we go, 112-5804 is going to be our one and only very large Mahenge spinel. This is about as good as it gets because it's always, always unique, always. It is so amazing. I'm thrilled to bring this to you. It's a 61 point in the round. Very, very, very cool. It's going to be also surrounded by, yes, those are pink diamonds in that halo initially. Then you've got the bigger white diamonds, and boy, did they really pop because they're going to be all set, bigger stones, all set into the gold in the band on the sides. So it's really got this great look. And yet, some of our Mahenges, when they get into these bigger sizes, they tend to be very ornate. They look very much like usually a bridge or a double halo, something like that. Here's one that I always find with the more gold and the wider bands, they tend to be, I feel like they read a little bit more casual to wear. So really versatility is making its way here to this Mahenge spinel, and we only have this one, so it's gonna fly. And again, you get a little bit of everything. You get the rarity of the pink diamonds surrounding it, you get the really big jumbo white diamonds on the sides, and then you're getting that important Mahenge, which I would say looks a lot larger than a 61 pointer, but that is a large size for this stone. There are very few that reach that height, and take a look at the perfect pinks and reds that you're getting with this only discovered in 2007, but already gone stone. And yet we are just moments away from those opals. I promise you, you've never seen an opal earring like this. I've been doing this a long time. I've never seen an opal earring like this. So we will bring those out next. But here we go with a fabulous spinel. Let's blow it out. That's what I said we would do. I promise you we're going to blow out everything, but there are some pieces that have been here a minute. They got to be in a little extra discount to make them really, really affordable, and this will be it. So here's your chance right now. Simple Superstar Blowout used to be $49.99, by the way. Now it is not, and we do only have the one. So it is definitely going to go in a hurry, and it's not even 25. There's your half off price. We took 50% right then and there. You get a better value. It's not 35, it's not 3,000, it's not 25. I'll go even lower. We'll bring it on down. Not even $19.99, just one. Yeah, and spinels have a great amount of durability, so feel free to wear it all the time. Don't have to take that off. Just wear it, just enjoy it. Let's blow it out right now for $17.77. And then the opal earrings that you will live in. This could be the alternative to a diamond stud. It goes with everything still. Wait till you see these colors on these opals. They are fantastic. And a stud you can wear multiple ways, east to west, north to south. We'll talk about them next. But that's $19, but really $17.77 because I did an extra discount for you. So we've got that one super, super, super low. And that will be it on our Mahenges for tonight. Did bring out a big Paraiba. It's our 228 pear shape. It's been marked down. We've got our fabulous big aqua. The biggest aqua we have in stock is our nearly 12 carat that's going to be coming up. Take a look at this. This is a little preview of an aqua. Well, isn't that a gorgeous stone right there? That's our best aqua. So that's coming out. There's even a GIA certified purple diamond. Purple, as called that by the GIA, who are the most strict when it comes to those standards of grading. All right, next up, let's get to it. I have got to show you this brand new earring. I'm really excited about it because, you know, sometimes there is such a bold, beautiful look in the simple, in the elegant, and I am sorry, opals are fantastic stones, but they really have to be of a certain level. And yet, out of everything we bring a lot. We spend a lot of time talking about Australian Lightning Ridge, amazing black opals. This is not a Lightning Ridge black opal, but I'm going to tell you right now, I could bring out our $25,000 black opal, and for my money, I'd take this one over that one. But the beauty of it is not just there. You're getting a match set of these opals. Of course, I use that term loosely. There's never two identical opals in this world. They're like we are. They're individuals. They are never exactly alike. You can see here, the color play is a little bit different. The color pattern is a little bit different, but the colorway is very much coordinated. So you've got a perfect match in the way those colors, where there's a really, that's what I find interesting. Instead of being a murky, hazy, yellowy white base, it's got a bright blue base color. It's like electric blue, almost onto lavender, and then it's got all these different colors of rainbow. So 112-8540 is happening. So we have this set, and you're probably going to wear them north to south when they're actually on the ear. So they actually have a lot of presence, and I know this can be misleading because carat weights on opals always are, but it's misleading, I think, in a good way. There's 324 in opal, but you get double that look. So what looks like, what actually plays out to be about a carat 60 in each ear is actually going to look like a 3 carat. So if they look like 3 carats each, they really look like 6 carats total weight. This is 324 overall, but again, opals less dense, water-based stones. Really, again, if you ever worry you love opals, this is something I talk to a lot of customers about. They are intrigued by the prospect of owning opals, but they have one concern, and they know that being that water-based element it has, sometimes it's a little bit harder to wrap our heads around the fact that wearing one in a ring every day might be a little bit more daunting because we're worried about a possibility of, you know, being a little softer. We're worried about, is it going to be something that I have to baby? Is it a little delicate? One like, you know, really hard, maybe hit against the table or the keyboard or the car handle, whatever it is, the steering wheel. I mean, whatever it is, that could be detrimental to your opal. So what a beautiful way to wear them on the ear where there's no worries. You don't have to worry a thing about that. They are, again, a perfect way to really show all those beautiful colors. Plus, where are we moving the most? We're moving our faces, our heads, and we're turning each and every way, and we're talking and we're articulating. So that's really where, again, you're going to see that magical play of color always at work, where you've got different colors coming through. Honestly, you could wear these every day, and I don't know if anyone's going to recognize it's the same earring because they're always giving you a different look. So all that said, plus that blue base is so striking, it gives a beautiful jumping off point for all the other rainbow colors that you have all throughout this opal. So 324, yellow gold only. They're wrapped in gold. That's a bezel, so that's not inexpensive either because you have the way they're finished here on the side. They actually have some really cool basket work, so you see a little bit of interest in detail and designer element. Then this is the centered post, and also I always appreciate this, and you probably heard me talk about this before, but it's so important because that same element of opals being more delicate is what also makes this so important. I love that the designers thought about everything here. They realized that let's put a backing. Let's completely shield the back of your opal from any of those natural skin oils and such, because this way it prevents you from what you never want to do. Like, again, there's a lot of us that clean our jewelry. I clean my jewelry all the time. And again, just like to drop it in one of those easy solutions. That's actually my choice. I like to just, you know, have one of those little jars, you know, with a little spinning top. And just, it's a 10-second process, right? And suddenly your jewelry looks brand new again. That's not something I would recommend with opals, though. Opals are a little bit, again, being more delicate. I don't like to have them in ultrasonics or putting them in any harsh chemicals. That's great for our diamonds, but not for stones that are a little bit more delicate. So that's nice because it's never going to get dirty from the back. So just give it a little cleaning with a soft cloth, damp cloth, little soap and water right across the top surface of your cabochon opals, and you're good to go. And we must be intrigued by the idea here, but I know we all want to see them on because it's, again, otherwise you have no way to gauge. You can know everything about gems and still it's tough to gauge opals on their size versus their carat weight versus their look. So let's do this. I'll show you and we'll give them a measure here, and look at that. You think they dull it all from a distance? Absolutely not. You can see there how they're still as bright as can be, and look at the way they do this. A half an inch if you go north to south, obviously a little bit less if you go east to west, but you could always do a subtle diagonal if that works for you. But center post, so that's what gives you the opportunity there. Butterfly backing, of course, is going to come with it. I'm going to show you what one looks like on here, and they really are a beautiful, beautiful look. And I believe it was more, was it a quarter or was it a half? I think it was a half, unless I just misread it. But that's going to be, or misspoke about it, but that's a really good look, isn't it? And you can see how, even just as I stand here in a little bit of a darker lighting environment, you can really see how, again, I'm still in a TV studio, so it's not going to be as good a look as they're going to look at home when they're on your ear, but certainly has that amazing color where you're seeing pinks, oranges, lavenders, blues, turquoises, and of course the fabulous blue base. So let's get them back up close, and I'll tell you what we'll do right now. Make it really simple and easy, affordable as well, but you see it's a big size. Half an inch is no small stone. That's why they're looking 3 carats each. They say 3 carats, 24 total. They look 3 carats each, and look at all that dynamic. I know when they're moving, it's great, but when they really get to moving, that's when you appreciate them the most. Let's make this simple. I will go, you know what? I don't love $39.99. I really want to send these out, and I see we have a couple callers on the phone lines, and with those couple of callers, we can either make it a race to say sold first, or just a really, really, really quick opportunity. What about this? Auction them. Why not? That way I can get you a better price tag. I don't have to say $39.99, take it or leave it. And then we get everybody in. And maybe you're going, I don't know if I can spend $4,000 on an opal earring, but I sure like what I'm seeing for the color. Well, let's make it even easier. Because the more affordable they are, doesn't that really open the door for experiencing the stones, the opportunity to try them at home? And remember, with our auctions, you still have the opportunity to send it on back. If you get these at home and you don't absolutely love them, you send them back. You have a money-back guarantee on everything I'm offering you here during the show, so that's really important as well. I want you to try it, experience it, see it at home, wear it, feel it, get the opinion of the people you care about most, and even if that's maybe, okay, maybe it's not the person you care about the most, but you want to take it to a jeweler who you've known for a long time, take them there and see what they would ask for the same kind of piece if they had it in their store. I think you're going to be very impressed. But let's talk about that price. $39.99, I'm going to get away from that. We're going to go $2,000 to open. Actually, you know what? I see there's now 4 callers on the line, so we got some interest. It's early interest. I kind of felt like that would be the case because I see, you know, really good opals all the time, but this is just a step up. It is a big step up. I want to take them even lower. How about $1,500 to get it going? In the yellow gold, again, that's how they will stay. They will have to stay in the yellow. What about $1,000? Now it's getting interesting. With the $10 increment, does that help out too? $1,000, open to get it started, $10 increments. What if we do this? Oh no. I've got all these callers I'm looking at who are thinking about them, and there's no open yet. $900, $800, $700. Uh-oh. Come on now. It's only 38 minutes in. The desperation can't sit in just yet. Usually that doesn't happen till at least 6 o'clock. But here we are. $700. No open. Nothing. Well, guys, I can't pay you to take them. And they're really incredible, gorgeous opals. And they are the really good stuff, where again, not the colorless material, where there's nothing happening with any kind of color or any kind of play of color. You need to check off the list of the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, the indigo, the violets. I even feel like this is giving you even more color play than the traditional rainbow style. What if we do this? Do we have 700? No? Yes? I'm looking at all you guys who are verifying. No, okay, well, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do we have it? All right, we've got it. So it's this is a real problem. I never dreamed we would go this low. We do have $700. Well, I guess what? This is going to be it. We're just in last chance, last call. Think about power bids here as well. $700. We do have the open now. Somebody's already ready. So let's take a look at this. They've got the open. We're going to sell them. So $700 we have. I mean, what? Why? We went from $2,000 to $15,000 to $1,000 and now down to $700 and we've got the open. This is not exactly what I expected. And we've got a solid 14 karat gold, not just the bezel, the backing, the beautiful post centered so you can do north to south, east to west. $700 has been bid. And we have a $10 increment. This is going to be, we're going to be here all night at this rate, or not. Maybe we just got an open. It's a one and done. It is the first hour after all. So some people, listen, it's really hard to sell jewelry to people that aren't watching the show. It really is. There's just kind of no other way to do it. You know, it's like you got to be here to see the value, to get the value. So if it's early on and 90% of the audience is now watching, that puts you in a really good spot here and probably a big reason why we're only at $700 so far. So we have 710. All right, 710. Okay, we got two bidders and we're going, yeah, like I said, we might be here a while. So 710 we've got. 710 looking for anything, 750, maybe $800, whatever you want to do. But let's give it a 2-minute clock. We'll sell them. We'll sell them. There's 324 in opals. They're beautiful and big and they're really, really divine. And this is what you wear like in lieu of a diamond stud. Maybe a diamond stud, see, like I want like 6 karat diamond studs, but 6 karat diamond studs times 2 is 12 karat studs. And that is not something that is in my budget at this moment. So I don't know how many people are buying 12 karat studs or where you even really get them. So this is where I think you get something that's still wearable, but it still almost, again, eludes like, you know, I have an issue with diamond studs sometimes because even though that's my business to sell them, I've been selling them for 25 years on TV. I've got to say a diamond stud, most of the time, even me, someone who's in the business, I can't look at someone else's diamond stud on their ear and actually evaluate if it's the real deal, if it cost them, you know, $300,000 or if it cost them $30. It's really tough to do because there's a lot of great dupes out there when it comes to diamonds. I think there is something special about opals because when you see a good opal, there are synthesized versions, but it's really, really tough to duplicate the beauty of an opal. And you know that it's special, but yet it's not taking it to this ostentatious, I'm only going to wear it when I'm in a ball gown kind of look. It's very kind of casual at the same time. Well, it's still a real kind of wow piece that draws you in, gets everyone's attention, looks great, goes with everything. All the colors are there. So we have 710, we have two bidders, and we're just, you know, hanging out with 45 seconds while I've been chatting about, you know, just really what I think is kind of a cool vibe here in that piece. And there we are. Last call. Anybody else want to go 720, 750, 800 or more, something like that? It's up to you guys, but I did not see a value like that coming. So here's what we're doing. Again, you're making some of your own values tonight. I'm okay with that. We got our big top of the hour in about 18 minutes. We've got a Paraiba. It is the purple. I haven't even shown it to you yet. There is the big one, and then there's a smaller one than what we had last night that I know a lot of you missed out on. I had a lot of people asking today, oh, did I miss it? And you did. The big one that we had last night did sell, so that one's gone. And now, of course, we've got, lucky enough, two here waiting in the wings tonight, so it just helps out those of you that either missed out last night, weren't with us, or just missed out because it sold quickly, whatever it is. Plus, we have a new Tanzanite over 5 carats. Now, how are we doing? Do we have anybody going 720, 750, 800, anything like that? Talk to me. That's your value. That's your earring. That's a great look. I do have a Paraiba and I do have a pink zircon. Here's the pink zircon, by the way. So if you want to get ready, that's on the way. Paraiba's here. Got it? 720? Okay. You got it? Sold. Congratulations. Bye-bye. All right. And then I've got, let's just show it. Speaking of, the big Paraiba, and it's a purple. And it's nearly 10 carats in size. So we're going double what we saw yesterday. And look at this stone, and it is, I don't know how it looks on your TV. See, that's the problem. I call it what it is, and you know, there's no one more accurate or more, like, again, particular in the way I describe things than I am. It's a business where we're not always known for, like, again, and I say we, like collectively, sometimes there's a lot of hyperbole used by show hosts, you know, where it's a lot of big statements that aren't always literal. Well, I'm very particular, and I don't know, everyone's got a different TV with a different setting, so that's where it becomes difficult. This is how I can best describe it. It looks almost like, I'm going to use a term here, Because there is, I was pointing this out last night with our purple Paraiba, is that it's not like any other purple. If you're going, well, I expect it to be like her dress. Well, it doesn't look anything like my dress. Or I know what purple gems look like. It looks like amethyst. It's a royal purple. It looks like a king's robe in velvet trimmed with fur. It's not really that either, but that doesn't mean it's not purple. And there are different shades and different varieties, and as someone who loves color, I love fashion, I love all that, I love it. It to me is what kind of makes life, gives variety and personality to the mundane, right? Tony, show them the crown jewels. Thank you, I like that. That's also purple velvet, like there's that purple. But let's remember how that purple, which is really like a rich, deep amethyst color, differs from when you get a neon purple of Paraiba, which is something that looks like this ring, where it is different. Now, you may be watching on a TV that's got a different setting than what, everyone that your neighbor has. But there is this beautiful kind of subtle pinky purple element that at the same time is cranked up to the maximum level in neon, like Paraibas give. So you get this really unique color all the way around. So it doesn't look like your other purple gems. And that's really what I'm trying to express. But also with the neon element, if I turn the lights down, then you would see it glow even further. It's like the color becomes more powerful. So very, very strong. And that's what we look for. That is what the blue greens do. It's what the yellows do. It's what the rubelites do. There are such a thing as copper bearing stones in a wide variety of colors available. This one just happens to be one of the rarest of them all. And I think one of the most beautiful, because even if you own if you have an entire wing of your home dedicated to your jewelry collection, you might have Tanzanite, amethyst, scapalites, purple diamonds. I've got one tonight. There's nothing else that quite compares to this stone, and yet you're still in the rare category where you may call it Paraiba. Take a look. I feel like I should be curtsying around this stone, but again, different kind of color than what we're used to seeing, and it's our largest, and it is item number 112852, and I just wanted to introduce you to it because we have discussed, we spent a good deal of time last night talking about this rare gem, bringing in affordability we had not seen. Now we've got a 9 karat 66 in this purple Paraiba in the oval, and then this is essentially the same mounting but oversized to accommodate this stone. And that means you get a carat 61 in diamonds. I would describe it as like a purple popsicle, if you will, where it just almost like you can, just feel like it looks like, how when you're eating, let's just face it, I'll just give my little commentary here. A purple popsicle is going to be kind of all kinds of different preservatives and artificial ingredients and all kinds of sugars and weird chemicals and all that to make it that color, right? It doesn't necessarily, like, not a grape color. If you saw grape in the produce aisle that looked like that, you probably, that doesn't look so good. But you know what I'm saying? It's that really kind of like beautiful kind of candy color. It's like a candy color. And to think that Mother Nature, with this special concoction of copper and manganese and different elements that take it from the traditional blue greens, which we love, to these really rare purples, it really is distinctive. And oh, is it neon? Let's take a look at it on the hand here. We can change the gold if you'd like to. So if it would be perfect in yellow for you or rose, fine. Say the word, we'll do it. But this is also coming with a great value. Now we'll have a pear shape later on that's going to dip down to a carat 29 in size. So it's like we started with the medium size yesterday, and now we're bringing to you the jumbo museum level right here. And then we have the smaller one also happening tonight. So if you're looking for affordable purple Paraiba, I'm going to do my level best to bring that tonight, but this is that really bright, supernatural type of color, and we're going to blow it out. Should be $39,999. Yes, I'm giving you a price of a lifetime right now. It is the time to get on the phone lines. There is nothing you can do to replace a stone like that out in retail or really in the collectible areas of wholesale. Or again, I've got a lot of dealer friends who, you amass an incredible contact list of gemstone dealers when you've been doing this as long as I have. And when you do it on a large scale where the whole world watches what you do, it's a little different than, let's say, if I had a little private boutique in a little nook of Los Angeles, nobody would know, me from fine jewelry except my neighbors, right? This is where, again, when you know as many different folks in the gem world, it really is interesting to see how most people, if anybody has this, they're keeping it. They're holding it close to the vest. They're watching the price tags and watching the values of their Paraibas soar across the board. The purples are extremely rare from a numbers perspective, and we are, of course, it's all mined out. The whole world has been mined out as far as the different sources of this gem. So we're going to blow it out right now. It's not going to be $39,000. If you'd like it, it will fly, and it's not going to be even a half off that price of $20,000 or $19,999. We're going far lower than that. So this is your moment, and not asking for 19, not asking for 15. We are moving it out, and then don't forget there's going to be a slightly smaller version that is happening as well tonight in a beautiful pear shape. And oh, I am loving that one. So stick around. Look at that. That's coming up too. So again, I'll give you a little preview. So if you prefer the pear, you can stay with us and have an opportunity to get that one. But let's make this even better. 15, 14, 13, it's a no. We want to send it out at the best value possible. Here's how we do it. And then of course, oh, by the way, if you want this blue-green, that's a $228. That's gorgeous as well. But that's not going to be any less than that price tag. So the fact that that $228 is more money than this nearly 10 karat purple is why you collect it. It's why you get it. This is the one to own. It's not 13 or 12, 11, or even 10. I'm blowing it out for $99.99. First caller on that one. $99.99 for that purple Paraiba with a carat 61 in diamonds as well in the white gold, the yellow gold, or the rose gold. You get to decide. So that's the big one there that we love to have. Then we've got some big Tanzanites. Our top of the hour is only 9.5 minutes away. So we are going to see, I'm very excited about this. We have that new band I was telling you about. We're going to take you right to what is the hottest thing in jewelry right now that most of the time is not going to debut until later this fall in the jewelry stores and the catalogs and the big design houses. We're going to bring it to you early and give you kind of first dibs on what is really hot and trending in the jewelry world. But don't worry, still classic, still something that I can feel confident that everybody could wear. Everybody would love to wear. So that's coming up as our top of the hour. And then if you would like this massive aquamarine, I have to show it. We're hanging out in the museum right now. So let's take a moment and share this 1176. And boy, when that moves, sitting here, it looks great. You really see the saturation of color, but when it really moves, when you see the light hit those facets, you start to really see the difference. And look what that does. That is a fancy cut cushion. It's got extra faceting that you do not normally see on the inside, internally in the pavilion. That's going to be 1126688. That is a massive stone. Look at that, does I'm addicted to the shine that that's giving. And yet it's going to be our 1176 with 72 points in the diamonds as well. And notice they're big and they go right down the side. So really sleek the way they're set. They're all princess cuts, by the way. And you have 4 on each side, 8 in total. They're nearly 10 points apiece. So it's an incredibly important aqua. I'm going to come in a little closer. We're going to try it on. You can stack away if you want to, like if you really want to add something to the sides. I don't think it needs anything. The idea that the band, and we used such big diamonds to make the diamonds the actual width of the band. And so that's important as well. So you see, and they're all, again, we're bringing the royalty. I mean, maybe the crown needs to come back out because look at that, right? It's princess cut. So sound the trumpets. It's time to introduce the royal court. And we've had the big 10 karat Paraiba. Now we've got this 1176 aquamarine, only the best variety out there. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And you're going to love seeing this because that color, man, what a rock. Look at that. Okay, everything that I was trying to simulate there up close somehow is even more impactful when you see it from a bit of a distance away, and you're witnessing it right now. And you know, this is actually a little holdover from Sell It or Melt It. We're giving you a better value tonight. It's actually supposed to be it was $12,999 just about a month ago. We're taking it lower than $12,999 for you. So there is only the one. Obviously, this is the ultimate way to get an aqua, and honestly, there's nothing bigger and better in our inventory than what you're looking at there. Total premier private collection stone in this massive size, fancy cut. You see what it's doing. That is no trick of the lights or the cameras or the lenses or anything added. That's the stone doing what it naturally does best, and we're taking it lower than $10,000. I honestly think at $99.99 that's going to go and find its home. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not doing $99.99, $88.88, $77.77. This is dipping to a level we would not see per carat on Sierra Santa Maria. You know it goes for $60,000 and $70,000 a carat when you can find it. And that's a very big, big variable because there's not a lot of places you can go find actual Sierra Santa Maria. It's auction houses. You can't just walk right in off the street. You got to be invited. There's all kinds of like different, you know, qualifications you have to even go to the auction house and get a paddle. So here's your chance right now to not even get it for $69.99, $59.99. You know this is going to go. That's aqua at its best degree. It's not even $4,999. We got the good the good material here, the best of the museum is out to play tonight. And this is not going to be $49. What an aqua. And if you're somebody who's never looked twice at an aqua, come on board. I was one of those people as well. I never considered aqua a stone that I was just completely neutral to it. Before I got into the business, knew what it was, knew it was a blue beryl, knew it was March's birthstone, all the stuff that you know just being a jewelry lover. But then when you start to see this amazing material that only is in a select few places, the first time I ever saw it was in an auction house, it was $65,000 a carat. That was years ago. That's why I feel very comfortable quoting that price, because it's rather conservative for where it would actually be today. You just don't see this at the ready very often. And it's not going to be $49.99. Come on in. This is a one of a kind that you should experience and see and feel and wear and enjoy, and also know that you've got the best of what we have. And it's not going to be $49.99. We're blowing it out right now. That's going to be $4,499. It's better than any sell it or melt to sale price I could have done. A $13,000 ring, and look where it's at. Got it below $4,500 for one caller here tonight. So that is a fabulous way to get your aqua. No doubt about it. That will be a one only. Don't forget we have the blue-green Paraiba as well, and we're here at $44.99 if you'd like that one. Top of the hour is only 4.5 minutes. We're bringing out the diamond band. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek preview. It is so now, and for us to be able to bring this cutting edge designer style before anybody else has it, and what it's going to be, I got a little sneak peek just on Monday of what it's going to be when the similar style debuts in retail. Take a look at that. I'm going to tell you, there are values, and then there are superstar top of the hours that I make a deal. That's coming up. We also have a whole array of rubies today that are coming up. They're going to go out for next to nothing, so we've got some really important pieces. But if there's anything from our number one, like the sphene, the Mahenge spinel, that little doorway style, maybe the 690 and the turquoise, you let me know, because there are some real key pieces here that are still available, like this sphene. Just a reminder, if you joined us a little bit later, the sphene is $1,999 for our carat 20 in that color changing sphene, in that gorgeous designer mounting. Also have some Tanzanite earrings here. You haven't seen those yet. We also had for $16.99, we had the big turquoise. So if you'd like to go opaque and bright, sleeping beauty variety, you do have this option. Look at that. It's like an opaque version of Aquamarine in a way, just a little more turquoisey instead of sky blue. And that's going to be $16.99 for our $690. So a great option there. We also have a beautiful new, a very simple and a brand new mounting, but something simple and classic for you in a diamond style in Tanzanite. So it's going to be our 502 in the emerald cut that will be here as well. Okay, so if that one's here, I better get out of the museum, okay? Let's all leave the museum here. Or wait, should we? I do have this opal. Wow. Maybe one more piece? One more museum piece before we leave? Well, at the top of the hour, we're going designer. So we're going from the museum, and then we're going to head off to Rodeo. Okay, as in the very famous Rodeo Drive. Look at that. That's an opal. That is coming up. Let's get that out the door. I think this one's gone. Item number next is 7954. No? Aqua's here? Okay, Aqua's here. Okay, here's the big opal. Lightning Ridge, Australia. All the colors. But in a deep, gorgeous Australian opaque stone, so not the crystal opals where you see through it, opaque. Great Australian opal platinum setting, 1127954. Yes. I will, sure. Just again, the concern is probably, why was it on her pinky? It's a tiny size that I don't wear. Now, some people wear tiny sizes. I don't wear a tiny size of a size. I think it's a 3.5 right now, but we can size it for you. Did you say it's Wanda? Wanda, here it is on the hand one more time. So again, my apologies. This is the only place I can wear it right now. I don't know what size she wears, but we're going to size it for you. But that's why it looks a little different than what we're used to seeing. So again, just a smaller ring size than I wear at the moment. But that one's already sold from earlier. So there it is. Remember, that was that profile done in diamonds as well. So that's why it looks that way, where all those different side details, basket work, everything in that ring. So congratulations, Wanda. Let's go back to our opal. Is it me, or does it have a fingerprint right on top? It's weird for opaque stones to show that. It's not something you would ever see in person. Let me show it. Just make sure we got it all polished up here for you. So this is our natural opal. 288 is the size. And we're about a minute away from our top of the hour and that designer diamond band. So I'm very excited about it, because again, it's all you're seeing right now in the design house world, and we got a little sneak peek of what's happening. I must say I was already well aware to this trend long before the Vegas show, but you know, again, we'll show it to you, and we made it first, so you don't have to wait. And best part is you don't have to spend all the money. But real quick look at our opal before we go. Obviously, we had those gorgeous crystal opal earrings. They're sold. So now we want to bring you the best out of Australia, some black opal here, 288. Obviously, still does the same thing, looks way larger. I would say this one even looks larger than 6 carats. And then you have the diamonds around it. Double halo. Let's take a look at this. It's going to be a 90-point diamond weight. Huge blowout quickly here for our museum opal. And welcome into Thursday. It's our last 2 hours here, about to kick off. And we still have some incredible pieces hanging out for you. But right now, it's about getting the opal out the door, and we will blow it out as we like to do. Make it simple and easy. That one's going out for just $29.99, and then we are 10 seconds away from introducing you to a couple of things in this hour. There's the band, which is incredible. The band is the 101. That's coming up. And then we have also at the bottom of this next hour, so 30 minutes from right now, I'm already getting a lot of people asking about the purple Paraiba pear shape. That is coming out at 6:30 Pacific time, so 9:30 for the East Coasters, and that'll be happening shortly. So a couple of really good back-to-back moments here to really see some of our very best. All right, next up, we're moving on. Here's the opal quickly on the hand, and then we're going to show you the designer piece. I cannot wait for this because I love a value, and I definitely love designer things. So I'm excited we can do our own version. If only we could do it with everything. I wish we could do designer bags and designer clothes and designer shoes, and it would be great. But we are just about the jewelry. So that is what the opal looks like from a distance, but we're going to bring you the epitome of great high style coming up right now. Welcome everybody to the show. Glad you're with us tonight. It's Thursday. We're live with you as always. I'm Lauren Blair. This is TVON, and we've got 2 hours left today to share together. Just enjoying the beauty of jewelry, great designs, lots of beautiful new as well. The Paraiba pear shape, I was going to call it pink purple Paraiba pear shape. So a lot of the fabulous peas are here, but we've got the carat 29 coming up. So if you saw that little preview of that pear shape, it's coming up in about 29 minutes. So you don't have to wait too long on that purple pear shape, which will be the most affordable way we have to get your purple Paraiba. Plus, this is really the statement of the day, because in all the years here, we've been producing hundreds of pieces a day in jewelry. We've never had anything like this, but it's very much on trend now, but still on trend doesn't mean I'm going to wear it for a day and be over it. I don't want that. I mean, there's enough costume jewelry out there. If you are into and again, nothing wrong with that, but here's the thing. If you want a piece that's going to be part of your signature look forever and ever, you like to invest into pieces you know you're going to wear, but that doesn't mean it has to be basic or what you've already seen everybody else wearing. This is how we really amp up. We take a newer style, and we still have, I'm so thrilled it's classic, because there's a lot of things out there that we don't venture into bringing because we do fine. So it's irresponsible, I think, to make these really crazy out there pieces that, yes, 1 out of every 10,000 people are going to like, but we also try to give you great versatility and style, but also really good wearability, because if we're investing, especially today, if we're investing into gold and luxury diamonds like VS Diamonds, we want it to be something you're going to live in and wear and cherish and really enjoy every day. And not everything is going to be worn every day. This band is exactly that, but it still looks different than other bands that other people are wearing, etc. That's why we love this. But as far as what's happening, and we like this because, you know, most jewelry designers will only make a new line. Some only do one line every 2 years. Some only have new every 8 to 10 months. There might be 1 or 2 pieces. It takes a long time because, again, how can you possibly really innovate in jewelry? It's been around a long time, and certainly a lot of the styles look the same. So designers are always kind of challenged, and we're no different. I mean, we have to make jewelry every single day. We have an audience like you that we're hungry. We want more. We want new. We want every day. We want to see 300 items. I got to tell you, it's not really possible. There's just, you know, only so many ways to reinvent the wheel. So where it's, again, very exciting is when we can bring you really cutting edge, because we do create every day. So we can bring you something far before the designers do. What you're about to see, it's like a preview of what you will be seeing going forward for the next several years in really what is kind of the new version of classic. So I'm really proud of this, but I will say designs like this are not easy. I was talking to a dear friend who's really executive vice president of the most major jewelry company arguably in the world as far as manufacturers. They manufacture for a lot of the big design houses all in one. Design houses would like to lead you to believe that only they produce their jewelry. There are some factories that do a lot of different work for a lot of different big names, but this is really trending forward where satin finishing, textures, and setting diamonds into the band are really, there's an organic look about it. While we shift here towards a lot of things in organic in our lives, we think about jewelry design as being something just that, where it's giving you a band that we've seen for ages and ages, but instead of just doing the basic mirror polish with nothing in it, we have made it like this. It's so cutting edge, it's so before everybody else has it. And look at what we did, and it's very complicated to do because you're playing with texture. Look at this, satin finishing and mirror finishing, beautiful burnished diamonds of different sizes. This is the workmanship and craftsmanship on this is really through the roof. Time element takes forever to create something like this. When you're designing to perfection, having all these different sizes, it'd be much easier to just work with one size in diamond. 85-35 is really what you will be seeing in the pages of glossy magazines as the cornerstone of new collections for big couture designers. This is the new, the hot, the wow, and that's because you've got a couple things going on. Start with what's luxury. Well, what's luxury right now more than gold? Nothing. Nothing's more luxurious than gold right now. So here we have a 14-karat solid yellow gold. We have learned you love the yellow. It's something that's happened. I've been in the industry a long time. I've seen gold fluctuate. It's never been as high as it is now, but I've seen it go and dip from like highs and then it'll set back and it'll kind of withdraw. And I've seen those ebbs and flows throughout the years. Every time that gold is making headlines or peaking in value, more of us tend to want the yellow gold because it's what looks like gold. Hello, white gold kind of looks like sterling silver or platinum, none of which are as valuable as gold is. So this is where you've got that chance to pick up yellow gold and then set off those diamonds where you see all of this look. Let's start at one side. Goes really from one side to the other as you wear it. Starts with the satin finishing. That line of demarcation between your mirror finishing and satin finishing, that alone is complicated to do. Then we have all these different diamonds, none of which are small, none of which are little accents. They're all big diamonds. You get a total of over a carat. It's a carat of 1 in your diamond weight, and that glow, that beautiful chatoyant glow that you see right there off that satin finishing. I find that a good satin finish will actually have more shine off in than a mirror polished gold band. So it's yellow gold only. You get a carat of 1 in diamonds, and wait till you see it on the hand. That is where it looks its very, very best. So we're thrilled to bring it to you. It is a new designer style and it should be. Okay, so when I was talking about, and I don't want to name names because I'll try not to, but such a dear friend, been working with him for a long time. The big head honcho executive of this major design house, factory, where they make for a lot of different designers worldwide. They have their cornerstone of their collection coming out in fall, like right before the holiday rush when everybody's looking for a great piece of fine jewelry. They have their collection stemming with a design that's going to be essentially this kind of style. Theirs is a little more narrow. We went a little wider because we have the luxury of making things of value. And we also have the ability to make things that, listen, if they're going to charge, and here's what I'm going to reveal to you, they're going to charge for that band. It looks very similar. It's a multitude of diamonds, kind of like a confetti raindrop look. There's a randomness about it, but yet it still looks right because of the graduated, the gradient style of more open space, more gold work up top, then more density to your diamonds at the base there. And the way they scatter really makes up for an incredible look when you see it on the hand, which you can tell, waiting to bring you that look at it. This is outstanding, but here's the deal. They were going to do a narrow version coming up in fall. They'll debut it right before the holiday ad campaign. They've already just signed the contract. The superstar was in Las Vegas debuting the look. Again, this is only open to the trade, but on Monday got to meet one of the biggest superstars in the world because she will be headlining the campaign. She will be in that advertisement wearing the ring that's very similar. We are so cutting edge. We had our design done prior. So again, how ironic. And also got the little, since they would not reveal this to the trade, but got the heads up on what they're going to charge their customer, which, by the way, this is a boutique that doesn't ever put anything on sale. It's going to be this price plus tax plus more if you need a bigger size. Keep in mind, we don't do that. And what we're going to be looking at a $38,000 band. $38,000 that's going to be basically splashed across all your social media feeds, all the big commercials that run during big sporting events and things like that, World Series in particular, but you get the idea. So this is going to be really headlining. It's this look. And you know what happens then? Everybody's got their version. Well, you're getting it first. You'll be wearing it first. And the best part is you're not spending $38,000 to get it. That's really the big moment because we all want quality. We all want luxury. We all want value. But $38,000 plus tax, well, I can tell you right now out here in Los Angeles, it's going to cost me $42,000 to buy that ring. I don't know. I'd like to buy a small compact commuter car for that price instead of that price for a ring. So here's how you get both. And look at how we finished it too. There's a whole nother element happening inside the ring there. So you've got a designer undergallery. Do we have anybody thinking about it? Because I know we haven't revealed how it looks on the hand, because we want to know, what's it going to look like? Do you want to replace? Do you want to upgrade maybe a basic wedding band? I think it could be gents or ladies as well because of the burnishing. And look at this on. It is so stunning the way this plays. And yes, it'll still play with all your mirror finish gold. It'll play with all your gemstones. I could see, even with the width of this being what it is, I could see you stacking it up next to a solitaire if you want to. But make sure you look at this, those details, how we made sure it goes halfway of the way around. It goes from one side to the other. Even if you get a bigger ring size that's not a size 6, you're going to have that halfway around. We are literally supposed to sell this today for $4,999. That's what that says. I get a choice. I guess other places would call it host pick. I get a choice of what I want to make a top of the hour value. Okay? Not just a, oh, hey, I like it, so I'm going to force it on you. No. What's going to be a value for those that do like it? That's what I'm here to bring. This top of the hour, this cutting edge, we know what it's going to be, $38,000 in retail this fall. Everybody's going to be talking about it, loving it, recognizing it. We're going to do better. We're going to do so much better than $49.99. That is why it's the top of the hour. I would like to introduce this to you in a way that makes it affordable so you can say yes, so you can try it, feel it. It is so comfortable. I don't think there's any question in your mind it's affordable, right? Or comfortable, because it's TVON. We make sure that all those elements are always in everything we do. But it's got to be a value, and this is a wide band of gold. Obviously, gram widths depend on the size you get. We do the quarter sizes, the half sizes, the 3/4 sizes, and the full sizes. So you're really getting it precisely to what you need. It tapers a little bit in the back, so you don't need to size up on it. And it's not going to be $49.99. There's the best part of all. We're going to take it lower, and call me early because it might astound you where we're taking it. It's gold that's crazy right now. We don't care. Remember how we were selling or melting? We did a lot of melting. I even melted down pieces that I never showed you, never got a chance on the air, that just, I was like, those pieces got to just be melted. We melted a lot of jewelry behind the scenes so we could make gold pieces like this affordable in the future. Well, the future is here. And we're not making it $49. We have one gone already, thank you. One person's already reserved, and they know they're not spending $49.99, but they've said yes. And now a second caller says, I want one too. It's not going to be $39. It's not $29.99. And again, bold and beautiful to the point where you wear it anywhere you want. I would say, sure, middle finger, ring finger, index finger. They made it what I like to wear on the ring finger here in a wide band right there. So look how beautiful. And just again, that sleek, beautiful mirror finishing. I will say it's highly polished on the side profile, satin finished across the top, mirror finished in the back. So you've got all those different elements, which the workmanship is incredible. And it's not going to be even $2,500. And you'll wear it every day. Every day. Look at that. All the way around, perfection. Could not be any more dynamic. And all those diamonds, there are a lot of big diamonds in there. That carat 01 is made up of some really, really amazing pieces. And you know what? I'll make it even better than 25, 24, 23. I was liking the idea of getting it to 22, like make it Deuces Wild, $22.99 if you want one. We're very busy on the phone lines. What can I say? We got jewelry lovers out there. We also have gals with style. Gals that know what's different than what they have. You didn't see it in the 80s, you didn't see it in the 90s, not in the early aughts, and here we are in 2025, ready to bring you what is going to be going forward for the next couple of decades as the high style look, the one that everybody's aspiring to own, that nobody can realistically afford. $38,000 ring. We're doing better than even $2,000, $1,999 for a wide band by itself in today's era. Crazy good. Hold that thought. We added a carat 01 in diamonds, and you're not paying $19.99. This is how we make jewelry affordable. I don't care how good it is or how crazy expensive the workmanship got, the labor gets, the finishing, the details, the big diamonds, the burnishing. Every element that I just said there costs extra money. The wide band, the finished undergallery, the burnished diamonds, the big individual stones, that all is like in your mind. Aren't you hearing like little cha-ching, cha-ching, ching, ching. It's like extras. Like you're getting all the add-ons on the car. Like you don't just want the leather seats, you want them stitched with special insignias. You want a diamond-shaped quilted pattern in those seats. You want the extra supercharged engine. You want all the extras. That's what this ring has, every extra you could possibly pile into it. And yet I'm going to go lower on the price for our top of the hour to make it attainable to one and all. It's not going to be $19.99 or $18.88 or $17.77. It's only a couple of them to go around. This is the ultimate high style ring. We are making it even better than $17.77, and there's a whole lot of gold right here, right now. We'll take it even lower, not $1,700. I'll make it $16.99, and that's our top of the hour. And then we got the big purple Paraiba, only 15 minutes away. A blue zircon is here, a Tanzanite emerald cut, a ruby wheel, you name it, we got it. And I would love to get a request before the night is over too. Why not? Why not call us up and say, this is what I want to see, and we'll get it for you. But who's got the first one over there, Tim? I love it. Just shout out some names. I would love to hear who are my fellow couture lovers out there. Hi, Becky. Where's she calling from? Yes, wonderful. Thank you so much. Well, she knows a good piece of jewelry. We've been shopping together a long time. Who else? Donna's getting one too. Thank you, Donna. Donna's in Florida. Thank you, thank you. And Sharon's got one too. Thank you, Sharon. Do we have our first request of the night? Oh, that's exciting. Boy, I manifested a request. If only I could do that with everything. Hey, Carol, we've got an amethyst for you coming up. Another one going, another. Okay, I am so thrilled. So Sharon and Donna and Becky and who else over here? Ronald's on the line. He's getting one as well. Yellow gold's the only choice. So you're just telling me what size you need. You don't need to go up. Go true to size for whatever finger you're going to wear it on. But you could do index finger. You could do middle finger. I'm sorry we have backed up calls. Bear with us. We'll bring out some more operators. But $16.99, not for the faint of heart here when you're talking about a bold band, but still comfortable. You know me. I have to make everything comfortable because the truth is, no matter what it looks like or how luxurious or how beautiful it is, you're never going to wear it if it's uncomfortable. You never will. I have rings like that. I'm sure we all have rings like that. Don't feel bad, it happens. This is built the right way. Comfort is one of our main missions here. Yes, it's got to look good, but if it don't feel good, there is no point in putting any workmanship. I'll just say scrap it right there. Stop that process. Don't need to make anything that's not going to be comfortable to wear. Who's got yours, by the way, Joanne? Who is it? Kathy's got one too. Where's Kathy from? Let's find out. We got all of our, really, again, these are the high style ladies here who are involved, ready to take $38,000 retail in the fall. Here it is at $1,699, and now we only have two left. Well, that went quickly. So, Andy, you've got one too. Let me know who that is. Jess, who's got yours over there? Do we know yet? Sarah's got one too. Thank you, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Sarah's in Oregon. Very good. So Sarah's in Oregon. Thank you very much. Who's in North Carolina? I heard someone in North Carolina. Who is that? Pamela? Okay, so Pamela, North Carolina, you've got another one? All right, let me know, $16.99, because I'm getting caught up with who's already picked one up. We've got two left right now, although that may be down to one, and that's that. We've made them up. They're ready to go. That's that. It's done. It just needs to be, if we don't have your exact size, we'll size it for you, and that's what we do. So fabulous opportunity at $16.99. Pick one up, and then we're only about, at this point, about 13 minutes away. Is that too early for the purple Paraiba? Okay, we'll do it. We've got the purple Paraiba pear shape coming up. Opal from earlier is still here. Carol's request is coming up next. It is an amethyst on the way. And then do let me know if you'd like our last one. Maybe 60 seconds. I don't know if it's going to last that long, but we will find out together here. And one more time on the hand to see what that looks like. And here again, mirror finished in the back. So let me show you. This is how it tapers so that they're, again, comfortable. If it was that wide all the way around, honestly, it would be very uncomfortable to wear. So naturally, you naturally taper a bigger band like this. You always want to do that. And then you've got this great, I love that. Really, you can see how it goes mirror finish to satin finish. Yes. Thank you. Another Kathy in Wisconsin. Thank you, Kathy. Well, we are well represented here. We've got, we've touched on a lot of points across the U.S. A lot of our ladies loving this one. Thank you so much. Here it is on the hand one more time. So one left now. That's all we have. So I wouldn't, wait till the end of the show because you're going to hear it's already sold out. Or someone's going to tell you, ooh, that sold out at 6:18 tonight. But there it is. That's your chance. And look at, of course, one of the other great things about a band like this is not only the design, but also the way it's all smooth. There's no sharp edges, no prongs. You got a Kyoto 1 and diamond set with no prongs at all. They are literally burnished and bubbling to the surface there. It's like so beautiful the way it's like they did. It's like they built their way up It's kind of the way that sort of, again, you think about how diamonds are extracted from the earth. Well, it's like these diamonds were embedded deep into that band, and like they're coming to the surface here as these beautiful, glowing, individual fireworks. So just beautiful brilliance for you. You're gonna love wearing it. It's a lot of fun, and it's one of those that really is, it's just beautiful when you see it in person too. All right, Carol, we've got your amethyst here. 6518 is next, thank you. Take a look at this. This is awfully pretty, and I love seeing this one move because it's one of the best examples with this cutting to see not just purple, but reds and blues with our amethyst that you get as well. 112-6518 is your number here. Thank you guys. We're about halfway through the show already, so we're gonna bring out that purple Paraiba shortly. And just again, another great looking amethyst in that rich saturated color we so enjoy, but you're also getting a 436 fancy cut because you see it's got those notched edges. So it looks maybe like a cushion at first glance, but then you realize, no, it's got a little extra faceting along the edge there. And then you get the fabulous 38 points in diamonds. They're actually rolled pave. So if you look at it, another little detail that actually is a lot more complicated to do than you might imagine. Unless you're sitting at a bench every day as a jeweler creating pieces by hand, it's hard to imagine what these types of different details kind of take as far as time, creativity, lots of workmanship and time especially. So that's going to be 38 points in diamonds. You see one split shank kind of leads into that diamond that splits as well, wraps around, almost creates that cleft near the top and bottom of your stone, and then you really see the presence and power of a best of the best amethyst. And we have got two available, identical in white gold, and a huge blowout for you, Carol, or anybody else who likes amethyst, or maybe you've just not really been privy to the world of amethyst in a high-end variety. It's like Tanzanite, it's like so many stones. You might have seen this stone elsewhere, but unless you've been shopping here a minute, you have not seen the best unless you've seen it with us. That's not what most amethyst looks like out and about. Ours are a different step up. Yes, even on a commonplace stone. It's a stone that's not rare. I wouldn't call purple quartz rare. You know, for people that are calling it that, shame on them. It's not really a rare mineral from our earth, but it is still going to have different degrees of quality out there. You're going to see different levels. And yes, a lighter material, a light lavender, beautiful, but should be cheaper than when you get a deep, intense color like this is, and where it's giving red and blue flashes in addition to the rich purple colors, and we're making the entire ring $999 only. It's in the white gold only, and it's going to be that design, and we just need to know again, what ring size would you like? It's really that simple. So our last call on that last ring, I think we still have one left on the designer diamond band that was just introduced tonight. Still have the color change sphene from earlier and the big purple Paraiba. And don't forget about this one, $9.99. Carol, if that works for you, great. If not, could you give me some feedback so we can just, I don't want to leave you hanging with requests if I don't have what you need. If nothing else, I can go design something for you. I'm doing that all the time. We don't have what someone's looking for, so we just sketch something out. It takes a couple weeks, yes, but then it gets done and it's exactly what you wanted. And I don't know where else you shop off TV that you're going to get something essentially custom made and you don't pay for that. Because I know if you're custom making something somewhere else, you're going to pay a lot of extra money beyond just the price of the gold and the stones and the diamonds. One gone, one left. Jess, you've got one of these? All right, so one gone, one remaining. Again, we have two available in the white gold. All right, next up, Tanzanite earrings are here. I've got a couple Tanzanites, or maybe we need a break from the purple. We can show you pink, yellow, and white diamonds all together in one great wraparound ring. Speaking of fancy diamonds, I do have a purple diamond that's certified by GIA. Yes? It is coming up at the bottom of this hour. The bottom of the hour is just a TV way to say 6:30. So for us West Coasters, 6:30, it's in 7 minutes and 20 seconds. For those of you on the East Coast, it's 9:30. So 9:30, that makes it sound like it's far away. It's literally 7 minutes and 13 seconds now. So yeah, 7 minutes away on the Paraiba. So yes, again, that is still scheduled, still coming out. The big one was shown, $99.99. The pear shape is coming up at the bottom of this hour. So very, very quickly here, not long to wait. And here is the multicolored, look at this, pink, white, and yellow all together. What a beautiful swirling wraparound bypass this is. Let's take a look at this one. Still have one of the amethyst, and this one's going to need my help. But I want to zoom back so we can at least see the whole thing here because, yep, it's going to do that. It's going to do a little tumble here. But let me go ahead and zoom back so at least we can get you the whole perspective here. And yes, we're talking about a very important pink diamond, the pear shape at the base. Then we have the really important yellow diamond opposite that, another pear shape, 112-8525. Welcome into Thursday. We're about halfway through. Purple Paraiba is coming along shortly here. It'll probably be 2-3 items away. This is a lot of carat weights, Tony, so yeah, brace yourself. We got a lot of, they like to break it down. So we're going to have the pink, the yellow, the white all separately, but also the 18 karat gold is how we'll start. We're going to start with some rose, yellow, and white gold, all tricolor. When was the last time we saw tricolor? Tricolor gold, starting with an 11-point pear-shaped yellow at the top. Then you have your 9-point pear-shaped pink. That's right there at the bottom. And then you also have 27 points of additional white diamonds. Look at that. Swirling, wrapping, goes white, yellow, pink. It goes white, pink, yellow on the other side. Love it. So then we've got the 27 points in the white diamonds. Again, the pink diamond is a 9-pointer. So that's the pear shape you see down there at the bottom right of your screen. The yellow is the 11-pointer. You have, as far as additional yellows, you've got 34 points of other yellow diamonds, 24 points in the additional pink, and then we've got the 27 points in the white diamonds. So there's a lot, I know, to break down, but that's because the individual stones are so important. So we really have to make sure you know that's an 11-pointer here, and I'll point these out. There's the 11-pointer on the pear shape right there. There's the 9-pointer on the pink pear shape. The rest are total carat weights, and that's going to be, again, 27 in the white, 34 in the yellow, 24 in the pink. And so all together we got some addition to do, but let me make sure it's affordable because we know there's only one, and we know it's going to stay as is, and we know we need your size, and it looks beautiful on the hand, which I'm going to show you now. It'd be a really outstanding style to wear too on the middle, index, or pinky, to be honest. I mean, you can do whatever you want. Yes? Oh. Oh, I'm so glad. She likes it. Oh, good. Well, Carol, I'm glad that worked out as well as it did. Thank you for shopping tonight and enjoy it. And that's what it looks like on the middle finger. So again, big yellow, big pink. And then we'll take a look at it here back on the ring finger because I really think that's how most of us like to wear rings. But again, it's an option because it's longer. It could go here or here. So 3 different ways to wear it, I would say. Maybe here it might be a little big. Thumb ring probably a little too long. But again, 3 other options will size it for you. $79.99 though is where that brand new piece is supposed to go. Let's make it a lot easier than that here tonight. And remember the breakdown, all important diamonds. That yellow diamond could be thousands all on its own. That pink diamond, 9 points. That's a significant size in pink diamonds, and it's really saturated at that as you'll see it up close. There is a reason it's got an $8,000 price tag, and that's a big value. Instead, I'm going to go lower than that. It's not even half of that price. And this is something we don't have anything else like. Vast inventory of jewelry, nothing else like that. Go lower than 4,000. Not 39, not 38, 37 or 36. We don't even want to do $3,500. It's affordable. Let's bring this on down. $3,499, one caller on that one. $34.99, and that will be your full complement of really the big classics when it comes to the fancy diamonds we see the most of, yellow, pink, and white all together. So just a beautiful look, and then of course the coordination of the gold behind each of those stones is also very impressive, and $34.99 makes it yours. We will have a blue zircon, by the way, gorgeous trillion. It's been a long time since we've seen a trillion cut blue zircon. I have one. It's here tonight. We've got 3 minutes till the purple Paraiba, and that is highly anticipated. We have, myself included, I am looking forward to sharing that with you. I'm thinking back to what we did last night to make a big value happen. We're going to make an even better value happen tonight on one of the rarest stones in the world. That's what we do. So that one's here, and then look at this. There's the pink zircon. This is luxury pink. Pinky red purple. Very intense color, 1127896. Let me just make sure it's all polished. And then we've got our last hour and a half here. So it is time for requests. Be like Carol and tell us what you'd like to see and what you're thinking about so we can bring it to you and find a great way. And then, by the way, how are we doing on the diamond band? I don't know. Did we have any left still, or did we have that last one go? Because I was thinking about even recapping it at the top of the hour, but I got to make sure we still have one left. So I'll get an update on where we stand there with the 101 diamond band. And then here we go. This is the new fine Ceylon, discovered in 2020. Pink zircon, 618 is the size. Thank you. And here we are with a very special opportunity to get 46 points in diamonds as well. So all the way around the outer edge, that's where you're going to get your diamonds. Beautifully done. No question about it. And now we get to get it rocking and rolling. And here's how we do that. It is one only Check out the big size, 46 points. I do want to show you on because this one is very large in the ring. Starts with a big stone, gets even larger in the ring. You see how that looks all the way around. It's in the white gold. We can leave it. It's got to be left in the white gold, actually. That would not be I don't think the end of the world if you said I only want yellow. I think we could do that. It's not going to be a big deal. That's a mounting we do quite often. So how about this? First caller takes it. Supposed to be $59.99. Why not for a zircon that does that? All the liveliness you see there to that amazing stone. It is not $59. I got a quick blowout here. You know we're 1 minute away from the purple Paraiba, and I'm going to be on time with it. So that means this has got to come down even lower, and we're going to bring it down to $1,999 on the pink zircon, and that's got a real deep saturated color, that's for sure. And it's one only. And white gold, or again, if you can give us some extra time, we'll be happy to do that in a different gold color, but recommend the white. That's what we recommend with the pink zircons. And let me just give you a little sneak peek of that blue zircon that I was talking about. This is a trillion. Oh my goodness. It looks like a Paraiba. It really does. It's that turquoisey blue, that blue-green, except leans more blue, and that is coming up as well in the show. But I know what we're waiting for, because we got to look at this and listen. Not everybody can do a $10,000 ring, and the last purple Paraiba I had earlier, just a few minutes ago, I just think this one's so much cleaner too. And that's if you really are someone who says, I want clarity, give me perfection. I want rare, I want special, I want unique, I want really individual, but I also want it to be perfect in its visual. This is it. And do you notice how close we went all the way in, because I want you to see the amazing clarity. And if you can't find an inclusion with me zoomed in that close on a big, probably you're watching on a big monitor, right? Probably a big monitor, maybe some high def. If you're watching online, you're watching in crystal clear high def. This is where you've got a Paraiba tourmaline that's got copper content that's clean like that. And as much as that stone that we brought you earlier, the big 9-carat 66, is fabulous and collectible, it had some visible inclusions, and any 10 carat's going to. This is how you get everything in one. Check off all the boxes, the rarity factor, the color, that's part of the rarity here. The rarity is just the fact it is tourmaline that's copper bearing, but then you're going to one of the rarest colors possible out of an extinct stone that is no longer coming out of the ground in any one source. And you have a carat 29 stone. I guessed it was larger because this mounting usually holds a 2 carat. Sometimes the tourmalines do that. They'll give you a little bit bigger face than they have weight. 129, 86 points in diamonds. Item number is 8518. Just call it a wow. And wait till you see the inside, because this is a version of our signature mounting where it's all built so that the inside is completely finished. Again, comfort. I said this with the band that was our top of the hour designer style, how important that is, because you should not pend. I don't care if a piece is a penny. Don't spend your money if you're never going to wear it. If it's uncomfortable, if it hurts you, if it scratches you, if there isn't a proper undergallery in a designer ring, you don't need that ring. There is just, again, these are the elements that everyone else ignores that we just insist. I'm never one to cut corners. I'm just a believer that if you're going to do something, do it right. And luckily, we've carried that through our design process, start to finish. We really make jewelry properly. There's so much temptation now, and everybody's really succumbing to it, to cut corners, to cheapen, to make concessions, and find ways to cut corners, to cut down on cost. And I get it. Jewelry's never been out there at the prices we're seeing right now. Costs are crazy. I avoid all that because this is still TVON. We still have made our name, and our entire whole company profile is about giving you values. I don't care how rare it is. That's why you're watching. So let's take a look at this. And again, clarity, that's important. The purple color, not like your typical purple. We touched on all that earlier. If you weren't with me, purple Paraiba is that neon color purple. So like a sugary, delicious purple popsicle on a hot summer day, you know, that kind of neon color that we love. And all natural, by the way. Do you realize that tourmalines, they don't get any treatment? It's not something I don't think we talk about very often because, you know, it's one that we kind of assume. Most stones do. Most stones get heating, and that's acceptable. This is one that is exempt from that. All your tourmalines, as long as they are natural tourmalines, they are natural, they are unheated, This, even the copper bearing, yes, indeed, all of that, the only process that needed to be done here was take that rough material, cut and facet into that beautiful pear-shaped stone. And it's 86 points. I did want to show you the inside here. There's that undergallery. Now, I know we had some people asking about it already before I even really presented it. Come on in on the early side because I got a special surprise for you. Not kidding you. This is a Thursday. Last night was Wednesday. Last night I had a purple Paraiba, kicked off this whole little mini series of purple Paraibas, if you will. I ended up bringing that stone, which was larger. It was a 4 carat. I brought it so low, A, it was sold immediately. And the other thing is this. Here's the problem it presents this evening. Here's the ring. I shouldn't show it to you. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to reveal the price. The problem is that's a little too close to something I did out of sheer desperation last night. And we got a little more audience tonight because it's Thursday. As the week goes on, the audience builds. Here's the deal. I'm going to put it on the auction block because we already have a couple of you talking about it. And unless, if you want to just buy it now at $49.99, but here's my tip. Just follow along with the auction, put your bid in early. We're going to give this away. That's my commitment to you. Is if I can't give you a value outright, I'm going to pull the auction card. I'm going to say, let's put it up for auction. Let's save you some more. Let's get you the rare you want. Let's get you the ultimate high level. And let's save you even more money. That's what I'm here to do. We're still going to change the gold color and size it and do all those things we do for free. Don't pay tax if you live outside of California. Pay no money to ship it to your doorstep. We'll get it to you in a couple of days. So that's the beauty of this. And then after you get it home and try it on and look at it right there in your own home, you get to decide whether you want to keep it and keep it and keep it and love it and share it and wear it and enjoy it, or do you want to send it back to us? That is up to you. But there is really no mistaking this stone for the quality it is because the color is so impactful. And the neon is there. And I'm not starting at $4,500. I can't do it. $45 it will not be. Any savings are major savings because that price right there, like you saw in that bag, is supposed to be where it goes. I just am going to try to make a special compensation tonight as we have, okay, one person thinking about it. I thought we had 2. We have 1. Let's make this more interesting then. Auctions are no fun with just one bidder. Let's make it a lot of bidders. Open the door. Come on into museum level stones because yes, just because you hear that word museum does not mean it's not affordable or it's not a value. That's where I contend we do our best values because they may not be the piece that's for everybody, but I sure try as heck to make it that way. And we're not going to ask for $4,000 to start either. Wait, was I wrong? We have nobody thinking about this yet? Or do we have one caller on the line ready to go? Let me try it on for you. And again, there's your finishing on the inside. How about how clean? Let's take a look at it from that angle. You're probably saying, yeah, but there's faceting. So a facet pattern can hide inclusions. I don't know about that. Look at that. I don't know. What's it hiding? I'm looking through the back of the stone and I'm not finding a flaw there either. Take a look at this. We don't have 4,000. All right, I'll do it. Let's make it $3,500 to start. I don't know what I'm going to do on increments, but I better do $500 if we're going to keep this in the neighborhood of cost. Okay, skip it. Let's do $100 increments. And I'll lower the open. And we're going to go lower than 35 or 34 or 33 or 32 or 31. And you got 86 points in diamonds. That mounting, by the way, cost us yesterday when it was completed. That mounting cost our manufacturing facility more than this just to make the diamond and the gold mounting without the purple Paraiba. And by the way, for the record, I had a Paraiba the other day. It was Sunday. So 2 TVON shows ago. My 113 Paraiba in the blue-green, true story. If you weren't with me to see it live, you can look it up on those recordings that are all over social media where you could watch shows from 8 years ago if you want to. Here's the thing. I had a 113 Paraiba, pear shape. Wasn't it the same mounting? I think it was. Yeah, it was. $69.99. This is a more rare color. So if you have the 2 side by side, first of all, this one's bigger. It's a carat 29, not a carat 13. So there's that element, which does make a difference. But then also you had the same mounting, if I'm not mistaken, it was the same mounting, and it was $7,000 for a stone color that is more commonplace. How about $3,000 to open, and we lowered the increments as well. I'm trying what I can here to get these phone lines rocking, and it ain't happening so far. So here's what I'll do. We got only an hour and 20 minutes left. I've shown you a lot of great jewelry. Some of it's still hanging out. This one can't. There's been way too much early demand, and it is a stone to collect. And even if you're hearing about it tonight for the very first time, try to get it now, because the thing is, you're not going to see this every show I do. This is one of the rarest stones I can show you, and all we do is show you rare stones. So it's not something you have an opportunity to get every day. That would be the understatement of the year. And it's $3,000, $10 increments instead. I'm trying everything I can to get this one started, and somehow it is still here. Let's take a last look at it, give it 60 seconds, and look at the neon glow. And remember, it was the same carat 13 in the blue green, which is way more common, and that was here for $7,000. Now we are at $3,000 to open. No open yet. This one's even cleaner. It is bigger. It is rare in color. It's got diamonds galore, side to side, and we do not have an open. Now, I wore purple today because, for a different reason. I did wear purple for a reason today. I had to wear purple today, a very significant day for me, so I had to wear purple. And it's just such an extra bonus that we get to share purple Paraibas, 2 of them. This is the second one of the night. And we have, you know what, Tony, we have 30 seconds left, and I have no open. And Tim, you're over there. Are you kind of thinking about it? Tell me something. Who do you have there, and what they, what's Linda thinking? She likes it? Okay, that's a good step. That's a good step. That's the thing about jewelry. You know, there's a lot of people in this world that are in sales, and a lot of people sell necessities. I'll give them that. I'm not selling anything that you need. That's for sure. I mean, some of us, yes, would beg to differ. But I'm not selling anything that you need to have. Like, it's not, you're going to be fine if you don't have this. But I'll tell you, jewelry has become more of an investment than ever before. And I spent a good, well, it ended up being about 16 hours in Las Vegas. But I've not for fun either. Like, you can spend 16 hours in Las Vegas and you can do a lot of fun things. I was working, but this is where, again, this is the stone that everybody in the trade is holding on to dearly. If you can get one at a value like this, it's just, again, I wouldn't say financial advisor is on my resume, but I would say this, that I know, because I'm a Paraiba owner and collector for 20 years running now, and I know what mine, I've watched them be worth a lot of money back in 2004, 2005, and I have watched those prices soar. I don't have a purple Paraiba. I do not. I'm not the proud owner of a purple Paraiba because, well, they're really, really that rare. We have one here. It's a, nope, not a 3. Well, we have a couple people more thinking about it. Here's what I'm going to do. I will not take no for an answer, meaning no open, unacceptable. Here's what I will do. I'm going to go even lower than $3,000, and I want to hear from all y'all, okay? Let's get this thing going. Let's get a lot of people in. Let's open up the door to an amazing Paraiba that is one of the rarest stones I can ever show you, and it's not going to be 3,000. How about 29? How about 28? I'll just keep going. I need bidders. We need plural. We need a lot of people in on this. I'm not going to make it 28 or 27 or even, yikes, should I just stop? Maybe I need to quit while I'm not ahead. I'm losing money on this big time, big time. The mounting is a loss. I'm losing money on the mounting. If I get that open at 27, I am backwards on the mounting. The stone is free right now. Nobody else in this world is going to give you a purple Paraiba for free except for Lauren Blair. I will do it. And not TVON, because I'm sorry, I love TVON, but that's $49.99 TVON. You saw it. It's right here on the bag. So again, I don't write those prices. I do run the auctions though, and I do get passionate about pieces that I know are worth so much more than you're paying, that are one of the hottest in-demand stones in the world. I get it. Not everybody's familiar with Paraiba. It's not a household name. It is that rare, but it is gaining traction. It is gaining popularity. It's just really stinking hard to find. And I have no open at 27 either. Okay, I need to quit, right? Like done. I need to find another something, because this is not working. But I will tell you this, just for fun, Tony, here's what I'm going to offer. I'm going to tell, I don't think we're going to get the open. If I don't, to be honest with you, I knew we had a problem if I didn't have the open at 45. And then it went to 4, and then it went to 35, and then it went to 3. I'm sunk here. But I will give this. I will give it 60 seconds, and I will do it for not even 27 or 26. I'll just make it, this is like what I sell basic stuff for, I'm going to do on this one. $2,500 to open. $2,500. And honestly, I'm going to challenge you here. If you bid and win this ring, you got, just gonna say it, you got the deal of a lifetime. And I have pure silence out here. I got nothing. No open, nothing, nothing. We've been looking at this for a while. Nothing. I'm gonna take a seat again. I did this yesterday just to kind of, get off my feet a little bit, take a seat, hang out here. And wait for it's not a chair. I'm just doing, there's no chair. There's no chair. I'm just hanging out, waiting for something. So you know what I'm going to do, Tony? I don't think this is going to come to anything, but I'm going to give it 60 seconds. Let's go. And then I'm done. I'm done. 60 seconds to get the open, $2,500, any gold, any size, shipped to your door for free. Tell me what I missed. What am I missing on this? What am I missing? What have I done wrong? Is it because I sat down? Oh, no, it can't be. I didn't. And I'm supposed to be off my feet, but, well, here we go. All right, 45 seconds. No open. What the heck? I don't know. You guys came in guns blazing today saying, do you have any purple Paraibas? I got those emails all day. You got any more purple Paraibas? I know that 4 carat from last night's gone, but you got any purple Paraibas? I do. But I never dreamed we'd been looking at this one for 25. And guess what? We got 24 seconds to get that started. Let's see if we're verifying. Let's see what we got. Let's see who's out there. Come on down, everybody. Come on down. And at least you try it, right? If you don't love that ring, well, I probably don't have any jewelry for you. That's about as top high level a stone gets for color, for rarity, for beauty, lots of diamonds, gorgeous finishing on the inside, a lot of gold. And we are looking for, oh my goodness, 25? We got it. We got it. $2,500. Let's give it 2 minutes. I mean, I still have to give it 2 minutes, right? But I'm not waiting to give it 2 minutes because it took how many? It took like 118 minutes to get the open. But only slight exaggeration. We had 25. So we are going to sell it. So here's the good news. It's still a itty bitty teeny tiny little $10 increment. So if you want this one, you've got to get in now. We're going to give it that last call. It's going to be 2 minutes. There's a huge delay. This happened yesterday several times and I felt awful. We had some newer shoppers who hadn't participated in auctions before. They called in when the clock at home said 0 and they were wondering why they were 3 minutes late. It's because there's a delay. So you need to call really, really, really quickly within that clock if you want to be in. But this is it, guys. And it's selling. Do we have a question? You need to see it on again. Did I not try it on? I know I did. So let me do that again. And then after I try this on the hand, it's going to be our 2 minute clock to sell it. And the winner will be determined. So here's what it looks like on the hand again. I got 2 ways to wear it because why not? It's a pear shape. So we'll pop it on that way first. Look at the neons. Look at the glows. And for anybody who doesn't, I hope that I've educated a little bit as to how rare this stone is. And it's my passion. I mean, if anybody's ever read a bio that's ever been written about me in magazines or trades or on websites or anything else, we don't do that kind of stuff around here. But like, you guys, a lot of us have been shopping together for like 2.5 decades. My favorite stones, the question everybody asks me, what's your favorite stone? It's Paraiba. It's just usually they're green or blue-green. And that's that, right? And it's a really beautiful rare stone. I have another pear shape here that is a 2 carat blue green. It's like $17,000. This one is 25 and only an open, one bidder. Oh my goodness. What on earth has happened? But that's it, guys. It's a last call right now. We're going to give it 2 minutes here. As soon as this ring hits the wheel and goes back down up close, it's going to be 2 minutes. It's a $10 increment. Man, I think that's worth it. Definitely a great way to try it. Jump on in. There's your last 2 minute clock. That's it. We're looking for 25.10, and I could stare at that ring all day, but it's only here for another minute 50, and then it's going to be gone. So good luck on that one. That's a very, very important stone, and unfortunately, I'm not getting the money that reflects that, but that's okay. As long as you all are getting a value here at TVON, that's my priority, and that's certainly a value. So again, it's last call. We got a minute 30. Don't wait till the end of the clock, otherwise you will miss it. We had a Paraiba earlier in the purple color. It was a 9 carat. It was a $10,000 ring. So that one's still here and available if you'd like to get it. Here's our last call in the purple Paraiba pear shape that is just powerful and neon and bright and clean. And that one's going to be our last call, 2,500. Here we are approaching. Don't tell me this 2 minutes is going to be all for naught. My my goodness, as if we needed another loss. Well, loss in the airtime too, but here we go. It's your last chance. 1 minute to go. Here's your last opportunity. We're awfully excited that we have these, but again, that's it. Since I don't have anything else, I mean, I still got the $10,000 version, but this is it as far as the purple Paraibas here tonight. We do have a zircon coming up. We have a Tanzanite coming up. We've got rubies in a whole wheel, an assortment of rubies on the way, and only 1 hour left in the show. So if there is anything you're looking for specifically, we're happy to bring that on out. But 2,500 going once. Wow, 30 seconds, no movement on this one. All right, $2,500 going twice. Last call is here. I guess that's it. I guess that's my finale. I guess we're done. We still have that Tanzanite 5 carat coming up. I haven't even shown it yet. You want a little sneak peek? Boom. Wowza. That's coming. It looks like there's purple Paraibas inside that Tanzanite. We got that one on the way. 8 seconds, once, twice, 3 times, $2,500. I don't know what has happened, but that's just weird. But congratulations, it's sold. Enjoy it. That is gone. All right. Coming up, speaking of Tanzanites, and this is the $17,000 one if anybody wants it. Also, Tanzanite earrings. Look at these beauties. They are emerald cuts. These never like to sit on their own, so that may be the challenge here. But let's take a look. That is one emerald cut. Everything needs polishing. Let me give that a look there. So there's one emerald cut here. This is a lever back style with that ribbon design. And they are special drop. We left the diamonds more minimal here. It's going to be 112, 81.99. And then I do have going to be a total of 8 carats 41. So that's kind of nice. Getting a lot of carat weight, but not too much diamond weight. So it makes them really, again, concentrates on the stones, their quality, their beauty, and of course their rare cutting being that they are emerald cuts. Okay, so we're kind of crisscrossing them here. So I want you to see the good stuff. I think we all know what a lever back looks like, so I'm not real into the lever back, right? We know what that looks like. I'm more focused on the stones. Let's show you the beautiful matching, the great cutting, the little diamond ribbon design up top here. I'll try to, I know, can't leave well enough alone, right? That's the perfectionist in me. Oh, to be in my mind, right? Yeah, it's not a pleasant place to be because it's just a little bit about everything's got to be perfect. But take a look at this. This is going to be our beautiful lever back. Let's get you a length on them. I'll try one on as well. It's going to be our 841 7 points in diamonds. That's a ribbon. We have a left and right design here as well. 1.25 top to bottom will be your length. As far as where they're dropping from the ear. Now we also have, that's a really outstanding stone, isn't it? I'm going to show them to you on real quick, and the luxury of having Blue Wing Block D in museum reserves where each stone is going to be about a 4.25 carat thereabouts. Here is what they look like on, so they're very, very special, precious, aren't they? Again, I didn't really put a lot of stock into which one I was putting on where, but you can see there that they have that that ribbon design, which you're going to choose whether you want that more flaring out or pointing in. So really, again, up to you the way you want to wear that. It almost, I don't know, to me, it kind of looks like the letter, I don't know, is it like a little letter L perhaps when it's that direction? Kind of, again, just a really pretty like scrolling pattern detail above. So very ribbon-like. We're going to blow them out right now. Blowout time is here. We are near the last hour of our Thursday night, and we'll go back up close, and we're going to take you to oh, $79.99 is not going to do it tonight. Now we've really opened the floodgates of value after that auction. That auction has really set the record straight of what to expect tonight and what not to expect. And I'm not expecting to make any money on anything tonight. So this is how we do it, guys. We're going to blow it out and make these even better. Oh, please sit for me. You were before. Just one more time, few more minutes. Yes, I'm talking to the jewelry. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We'll make it even better. Then oh, go ahead. We'll just blow them out. $4,000, not going to be, we'll make them $39.99 on the emerald cut, Blue Wing Block D right there. And that's going to be a really fun way to wear a big style, big stone, but not a lot of diamond weight, making them very wearable. So $39.99, how about that for a deal? Under, yes, under. We're under $500 a carat plus all the workmanship of an earring that requires. So that's really specialty. And also our last diamond band, the designer diamond band that was here at the top of the hour. We still have one remaining. It's a bit of a surprise, but again, sometimes that happens. Look at that. One beautiful diamond designer ring. still hanging out here for you. If you'd like to get it, you may, and I hope you will. And then we've got a big Tanzanite deal coming up. And how about the ruby collection? A huge collection of rubies. I think our top of the hour is going to really have to be that Tanzanite. I have an emerald cut. Well, look at this pairing. What about that ring with those earrings? Look at that ring coming up, and a new designer style with all those big baguettes coming together. We have our Paraiba. Now, if anybody's interested in a genuine purple diamond, and you don't have to take my word for it because you got the GIA backing that up, here's what this ring looks like. It is a genuine purple pink is what they're calling this. We've got a full certificate to go with it. Certified. That's the problem. When we hear GIA cert, I think a lot of people tune out because they know just from experience that certified stones tend to be on the more pricey side. And that is usually the case. We're going to do a little blowout price on this one that has this full cert that comes with it for you. So this is the certificate on the diamond itself, which is a grading of purple pink. That word purple is really important because obviously it takes you to a whole nother level when it comes to rare varieties of diamond. Now it's 112-6477. This has a beautiful setting around it because pink and purple diamonds are not all going to be that large unless you have billions to spend. So how we dress that up is we take that significant size, give it a lot of diamonds around it, as you will see here, including some bigger pear shapes on the side. So we're going to start with 6477. It's going to be 18 karat solid rose and white gold together. And then you have the certified 16-point cushion purple pink. It's actually listed as, yes, the F word is on the, they put the F word on the cert. They did. It's hugely important. Look at this. Have you ever seen that? It says fancy. That word, fancy, I have had a number of certified yellows, certified pinks. They never say fancy. Purple pink, SI1, don't matter, too small to see an inclusion, because that's what would happen if you magnified it to that level. There's your front, there's your back. You can see where those inclusions are. They're all hidden by faceting anyways. Fancy purple pink. No wonder it has a $17,999 price tag. There's also 36 points in white diamonds and another 15 points in the double halo in the pink. So you're getting purple, you're getting pink, and you're getting white diamonds as well. And those pear shapes, we just put those in with the white diamonds? I guess so. I feel like we left something out here. I think we did. Does anyone want to check that? Because 36 points in diamonds, I don't know. It looks like you're getting more than that because you got the big pairs over here. And then you got the round brilliance around that. Then you got the double halo in the pink. So you're getting a certificate. That comes with it for free. And I'll tell you, this is the most pretty, feminine, really stunning designer ring. Let me show it on because I'm not one for a lot of, I don't do a lot of small. Diminutive is not really in my vocabulary when it comes to, I don't know, I go big. Like just, I like big. So it's really a struggle because I don't have the budget for a massive pink diamond. I especially don't have the budget for a massive purple diamond right now. I'm not going to spend $20 million on a diamond. I'm just not. Probably never will. Just things, I think there's better things to do with millions of dollars. You've got millions of dollars, please don't buy a ring. If it's just sitting there and you don't know what to do with it, give it to charities. But when you can have, and I say this a lot, when you can have fine, quality, beautiful luxury pieces like certified purple diamonds with the cert included, and you don't have to spend millions, hundreds of thousands, or tens of thousands, that's what I love. I'm on board because we can have those luxuries that make life so special, that are worth something at the end of the day, that you pass down to family members beyond our own generation, and you get that ring. And it's not going to be even $10,000. This one is just downright affordable. You get all that cert with it. This right here, that is the most important part of the cert. I'm going to tell you right now. That word fancy, because it's purple pink, the lead color listed is the dominant color. I think, you know, anyone else in the world would just say purple. And you see that because it's actually set up with pink diamonds around it. So once again, when we go up close, you're going to see the difference between a purple and a pink. It's right there, plain as day. Is the color matching? Not at all. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to kind of graduate and fade out. So you get the purple in the middle, the pinks on the side, the white diamonds beyond that. We're going to blow it out. It's not 10,000. I mean this, and you get the cert with it. This has never happened. We've got a $17,999 TVON ring. You're not paying any part of that. You're not paying 10 or 9 or 8 or 7 or 6, because sometimes we just got to move some jewelry, and you happen to be, have you ever heard of right place, right time? This is the right place. And right now is the right time for a fancy purple pink, not according to me, not according to some random gemologist who you don't know what their experience is. This is the place that gives gemologists the ability to call themselves gemologists. You've got to study and actually be certified with GIA and go through literally years of courses if you want to be a gemologist. So that's the deal. They have the strictest grading standards out there, which is why their certs mean something. And that's why when you have them calling it a fancy purple, it's a fancy purple. And let's take a look at it. It's not going to be $69, $59, $49, or $39.99. Who's in the mood to give away purple diamonds? Me. I'm ready. We're doing it now. I don't even know if you're getting the pear-shaped white diamonds incorporated into those details there. And why not come in closer? Look at that fancy purple pink. Here's your chance to pick it up. It's not even $39.99. See how we've made it a rather pedestrian price tag now? And that's exciting. We're blowing it out right now for just $2,999. And I will promise you, I'm going to try not to be offended if you turn around the day you get it and sell it. I promise I will try not to be offended. I mean, because I just love the idea of you owning it, to wear it, to enjoy it, to realize that you are one of the rare people in the world that are going to ever own a fancy purple pink diamond. And you didn't even have to spend $3,000 to get it. That is unbelievable to me. And I've been doing this a long time, do a lot of unbelievable things. So when you do a lot of that, it becomes believable. This is still a little unbelievable that we've got a purple pink certified by the GIA for $29.99. So that's a big value. How about we get to that zircon? I've got our blue zircon coming up for our top of the hour, and then Tanzanite a little bit later. We're going to do that too. We have any requests you'd like to see. A ruby wheel is coming up as well in this very last hour. We're there. If that is still here, I say we go to dinner, because my goodness, that is straight up value. That's all that is. That's all that is. $29.99 for that cert and that ring with all those diamonds, pink diamonds, white diamonds, the purple in the middle. This is tending to be a purple night. And $29.99, it's yours. Or just keep it as an investment, because there are very few purple diamonds out there. All right. I'm keeping it, apparently. Thank you. You guys sometimes leave the best pieces aside for me. Thank you. I'm a shopper too, and I know when there's a big value that can be one of those, blockbuster kind of profit deals. So let's get to our Trillion Cup Blue Zircon. Welcome into our big Thursday night. We're live with you. We'd love to hear your requests if you have any. If I'm showing you exactly what you want to see, then no need to call. But if I'm not, and you're wishing away for something else to be on the air besides purple Paraibas, purple diamonds, great Tanzanite coming up, ruby special on the way, let me know. We're happy to go raid the vault and bring it on out for you. Show it, discount it, and do what we do. So this is the night to get those requests in, but we still have an hour to play with here. And luckily, I still have a couple of pieces of jewelry. So we're going to start with the blue zircon Trillion. Neon lovers, it's kind of a neon night. We had the purple Paraiba. Now look at this. Neon as can be right there. This is the wildest stone. It is one of our faves lately. These days, it's all about a good zircon. And we're seeing one right now that is item number 11284550. Glad you're with us here, and let us know what we can show you here, because we still got these pieces here to recap. We've got the big Tanzanite that's new. We've got our 190 trillion right now. 8450 private collection, bright as can be blue. It is a 1 carat 90, just going to go back just a bit more to see that top diamond there. Double halo, 69 points in diamonds, and it is going to fly. Make sure you're on the phone line so you can get it. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold. And here's what we've got. I think we can do it. I think we can. I think we can. We are going to make this $39.99 ring so much more affordable. And call me. That is a bright, some of these blues, I wish I had one here. I was looking around. Do I have another to show you? A lot of the blue zircons are a deeper blue, almost like an inky navy, kind of a darker blue, almost like a London blue topaz. This is that real, think turquoise come to life. Think about turquoise like the Sleeping Beauty varieties we saw earlier tonight. But think about that with a lot of brilliance and fire and beauty and the double halo and the split shank and a better value than $39.99. Let's try it on and we'll give it away. Come on in. I'm going to give it away. So you can come on in early. Make sure you capture it before somebody else does. That's what it looks like on the hand. And just a little split shank needed to just, yeah, that gives it extra gold, but it also really anchors it, keeps that whole centerpiece right up top center where it's supposed to be. But it's also not going to be $39, $29, $29, or $19.99. It's blowout time. And we're ready to give it away. How about 0 to start and $500 increments, and we go there. Let's just go ahead. Whatever you want to do, guys. It's a 0 to start, no reserve auction. We make it easy for you. That's for sure. And then we've got one more of the diamond band that we introduced to you last hour with the Carat 01 in diamonds. We still have one left, and I'll recap it unless it sells out before we do. And then here we go with the big blue zircon, almost 2 carats in the size there. And then let me know what you'd like to see, because if there's anything you're hoping to see on the show, let us bring it out to you, specifically like a VIP presentation just for you. So that's what we're happy to do always. Still have our color change sphene and our 3 carat 01 diamond. We still have a ruby spectacular on the way that is going to be all our big rubies and very designer mountings, but no open on this one. All right, we'll move right along. Let's get to our rubies. July is coming up. Today is June 12th, and that means that before you know it, we're going to celebrate the month of July. I just had to custom design some ruby bands for somebody. They needed 2 ruby bands to signify 2 loved ones, and they wanted a ruby band with, you know, I did it just a little princess cut rubies in a band, 14 karat gold. Those bands cost over, I'm not kidding, they cost me $965 to make, each of them. So what's happening right now in rubies, and they were little tiny 2-point rubies, so nothing sizable. I'm going to show you, boy, do I need to worry? We got no open on that one. All right, so let's show you rubies. We're going to show you a couple designer pieces here. We've got ruby in a pair in the bypass, and don't forget about the blue zircon. We can do that another day, maybe tomorrow night, maybe this weekend, something like that. I have another big pear shape here. These are going to be sizable rubies, all from Burma. And we're going to show you some of our more designer styles that we have. They're not the traditional, unless, well, if you really want traditional, look at this. I've got one gorgeous oval with very big diamonds around it. I have a pear shape. I have another pear shape. And then we have one more. It's another classic. Here's the other oval. So see how we're going to be kind of symmetrical here. 2 ruby pairs, 2 ruby ovals. Yes? Wait, what? We're back to the zircon? Oh, I don't know, guys, if I need to sell that at $500. But I suppose I'm in trouble if I don't. Who do you have there at $500? Hi, Rebecca. We've got Rebecca at $500. We're back to it. We'll wait on the rubies. Rebecca needs a ring. Let's give 8450 another shot. We have 5, I have 1 bidder, and you know what happens inevitably? If we bring back an auction, because we didn't have an open, and then we get a delayed open, it's probably not going to go any further than that open. But Rebecca was kind enough to say, I guess I could give her $500 for that $39.99 ring, and she's in the lead. And because I said no reserve, what that means is I can't say, oops, we didn't get to cost, I can't sell it. I've still got to sell it to Rebecca if nobody else comes into play. And right now, nobody else is in. So reminder, it's $500. We're looking at $500 increments just so we're not here all night, because I only have 53 minutes left with you. And we still have that ruby selection plus that new Tanzanite Museum Reserve, which I'll tell you more about, and a few other things. Hopefully your requests. We have $1,000. Thank you. We have $1,000 and now 2 bidders. And one more time in the hand in case you missed it the first time around. It is a trillion, which is extremely rare. And our starting bidder is out. So we have $1,000. Here's what it looks like on the hand again. That's a double halo, round brilliant diamond, 69 points there. And we have $1,000. Who do you have over there? Because I do have to give it a clock. We got 1 bidder left. It's clock time. We had 2 bidders in total. Rebecca's bowed out. Thank you, Rebecca, for getting us going. But we have $1,000, and we'll give it 2 minutes. Kim's at 1,000. Hi, Kim. Thank you for being with me tonight. What an honor to have your presence here, guys. It's really nice. And, you know, I got to just give you a little tip from me to you. And somebody asked me something the other day, and it just got got me thinking, and I've been a little nostalgic, thinking about my career and reflecting on my career and things like that as I'm, getting ready to retire. And it's really one of those things where I was thinking about all the years I've been doing this at different places. I've been here 9 years, but I've worked at a couple places. I gotta say, I have never, ever, ever, ever seen values like what I'm seeing now. Ever. These last couple of months here at TVON have been really incredible values. And it's been a pleasure to see. It's a lot of fun for as taxing as this job is. Live TV is not easy, so respect to all those people out there that do live TV. Live TV is not easy, and sales and jewelry, not easy in today's world. And I gotta say, for those of you that are here with us, especially those that are like the real gamers, it's like a term we use in sports, like you're there, you post up every day, you're here with us, you watch every day, you don't miss a show, you make it part of your like recreation to be with us and your entertainment. I gotta say, you are privy to the most incredible values I've seen. I've been doing this a long time, and I've always been a part of great values. But this is really, these last few months have seen some very, very special opportunities for everybody to get in on rare, because we continue to up our game here at TVON. And I say that just in the midst of this auction where we're stuck at 1,000. To be honest, and I make jewelry for a living. When I'm not here with you guys, I'm making jewelry. I have my own businesses and things like that. And I do things that are not related to jewelry as well. But here's the thing. In today's day and age, you can't make a ring like that. If you last shopped with me 25 years ago, thank you for your loyalty. But honestly, you can't make this ring for $1,000. $1,000 is a costume jewelry price these days. It's for lucite and crystals, or it's for little lab-grown or CZs. This is really challenging to do. So I say that with the utmost respect to what we do, and yes, just pointing out the obvious to I think a lot of us that this is a major value. I never want you to buy something just because it's a value, but there is a value here, and $1,000 for that ring, not exactly where you expect to be. So we're gonna give it 2 minutes and see if we have anybody who wants to be in it with Kim here. We've got $1,000 it will have to sell, but here we go. Last call on this one, 2 minutes to go. And our last chance on a blue zircon. They're very precious. Actually, it's one of the rarest stones out there. It's a one source stone, always has been, but that source is now, it's been complete for a while. When I first started in the business is when this was actually mined out. So it's been mined out for a while. We have $1,000. Where's Kim calling us from, by the way? Is she in Texas or California? She is. Oh, I figured it was one of those two. Got a couple Kims I hear from quite frequently. But we do have 90 seconds remaining, and Kim is looking good. $1,000. Sorry, guys, I needed a sip of water. It'll get me through the rest of the show here, and then we'll be on to our ruby value. Ruby wheel coming up. And I don't know what I'm going to do there, but the price tag we had in mind tonight is definitely not going to work. So I'm going to put together a little ruby special for you on the way if you want to get ready for July. And the July birthstone and the king of all gems, which comes that crown theme. We've been talking about royals and purples all night. We're going to talk about rubies, the royal of all the stones, the king. So that's going to be coming up. But we do have 50 seconds left on the zircon seat. Rebecca, I should never have brought this back out. I blame her. Oh, my goodness, this is crazy. But we are in last call. Brought it back out, not making a lot of headway here, and really, really impressive here. It's just a value. I can't make anything $9.99 anymore. And look at this ring, sitting here at $1,000. Brand new trillion cut, 2-carat premier. Private collection, mined out material, and it looks like we're verifying $1,500. We've got 20 seconds. We'll find out, is it official? Think we've got 15. Looks like we do. Thank you so much. Glad to see it. We've got $1,500. We'll be back to Kim here and see if she wants to go $2,000 or not. But that is a wonderful way to go. 10 seconds remaining. Lots of rubies coming up. 4 to choose from. Thank you so much. 1,500 once, twice, 3 times. That is gone. She's out. They're in. Bye-bye. So let's build it back up. We've got this wheel with the ruby. First of all, look at the just gigantic diamonds around that elongated ruby oval. And then we have another one. There are 2 rubies, 2 pear shapes, as you probably got a glimpse of before. There's the other ruby. That may be the most kind of glossy, bright, shiny there. And then look at this. We've got another. This actually, does anybody else get a Wonder Ring vibe from this one? Kind of a fun one to play with and stack as you please if you want to. Otherwise, it's meant to be a standalone style. And then we have another ruby here. Look at that. That one, see, it's got a little different color here. So everyone's got their own preference when it comes to rubies, but we have gone and said, let's just do Burma. Let's really feature nothing but Burma here and bring you the best of the best. We've got some platinum and some 18 karat gold. So take your guess right now. Which one you think? There's one up there that's 18 karat. The rest is platinum. And if you guess the pear-shaped design on the left, that is your 18 karat gold. The rest are in platinum. So we have the oval, the other oval, the pear shape. It's an absolute beauty. And again, look at the bigger diamonds on that one too. Marquise shapes together. This side's the round brilliance. That looks fantastic. Here's a real true bypass style. It's also got a big pear-shaped diamond along with your pear-shaped ruby. Now, I know if you've ever watched one of these shows before, you've probably seen at least one of these rings presented on our air where $69.99 was the start price. One of them was $79.99. So they were $7,000 or $8,000 across the board here. We're going to make this really easy. Welcome into our Ruby Fab 4. Nothing's more fabulous than Ruby, at least according to the gemologists of the world, because it's got the crown. The king of all gemstones, Ruby. Out of Burma, that's the best. 4 different options. I love that we have classics. So if you're more of a traditionalist, we've got your styles up there. Probably the ones down the middle are the ones you're looking at. But if you're looking for something that steps outside the box a bit, dips the toe in the water of creativity and luxury, maybe you're thinking about the pear shapes, but what every ruby up here is giving that most rubies do not, because most rubies look like that wall behind me in the sense that they are not see-through. They are opaque, and the more opaque it is, the lesser you should pay. Just be aware of that. If you want an opaque stone, great. Just make sure you pay less for that. I don't want you paying high-end prices if it's an opaque stone. Most rubies are. It's where they really start to elevate in price when they get clean like these are. Now, do you think I'm going to elevate the price? I got to do exactly the opposite. These were all scheduled to be on discount for $49.99 tonight. That's our blowout price. I'm going to do better so that we can move some jewelry. You guys ready? We got pear, and oval. So let me walk you through carat weights because that's going to be a huge factor in, no doubt, how you decide where you want to go. So I'm going to start right over. Where do you want to start? Should I just go smallest to largest? That's what we usually like to do because the smallest ruby up there is going to be this pear shape in the 18 karat gold. That's the 113, 65 points in diamonds. The next size up is right over here, 114 in the oval, 95 points in diamonds. The next size up is over here, 1 carat, 36, pear shape, bright as can be. Look at the clarity on each and every one. That's going to have 71 points in diamonds. And attention, please, the largest ruby up there, by far, nearing 2 carats, that is going to be a 192 oval and 70 points in diamonds. Wowza. So I can go through all that again. We can bring you all the graphics as well. But here we go. You ready for your favorite? And that's the price that's already been reduced. Remember I told you either $69.99 or $79.99. I have them on the bags here. I can show you. But we're going to turn these values into Discount City, Discount Central. I just want to make sure this is easy for everybody who wants ruby but never can afford them. Maybe you can't afford them, but you never found the good quality. Maybe you're saying, no, I'm just not a ruby person, but maybe that's because you're used to seeing Mozambique stones. Maybe that's because you're used to seeing stones out of, there are many different sources, Australia, US. They come from every corner of the globe nearly, but Burma holds the crown as the best of the best. So the king of kings, if you will, because that's what we call rubies. And nobody really makes that distinction of which rubies are so important. And you know why? Because nobody's going to talk about what they don't have. Jewelry stores aren't going to say, hey, Burma's the best. Take a look at our Vietnamese stones, or here's our stones from Thailand. Or if you want to get a little what's considered a better quality these days, there's been some really good stones out of Mozambique, but they are still not what Burma is. So here's what I'm going to do. I know that this show, we have 43 minutes. This is going to take a little extra discounting, and that's my job. That's my job, because my job is to sell jewelry. And it's not necessarily, I don't get into the fine print and the asterisk and the footnotes of what that means. It's just to move jewelry to you, because we got to keep the lights on. So here's the deal. $49.99 stone, leave them here. Y'all be looking at the rubies going, oh, that's nice. I need to do a call to action here, to get you to literally pick up one of these things and give me a call and say, that value is so good, I would be a fool to leave them there. because I know a deal when I see one. So I'm going to actually pick up the phone, dial in that number, and say yes to one of those rubies. Or if you're a real collector, you're saying yes to all four. Whatever you need to do, but they're not going to be 49. That was the set plan. Plan went out the window. That's why I got the window. How else do you think I'm going to take it, stuff, throw it out the window? I got to get rid of it. We got to move jewelry, got to get the phones to ring. So it's not going to be 49 or 39 or even 29.99 on really high-end rubies that were 7,000 or 8,000, and you've seen them before. You've seen them on the show. Take a look at this. It's not going to be 29. They're not going to be 20. This is crazy. We're going every, I just want to know what you like. I have a better idea. It's a wild one. Never done it before. Stood up here for a lot of hours talking. You know what? Never done this before. It might be time. I'm going to put it up for auction. How do you do that when there are 4 rings? Tony's like, no, we can't do that. I'm going to try it. That's how much I want these to go. I don't even have a phone call at $29.99. Now, I've been doing this long enough to know that usually you put up a ring like that, pick one of the 4. At under 3,000, it's going to be fights over it. Something different's going on. So I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you a choice of. And wherever they go, whatever price we get in auction, you get your choice of. And then we're going to honor that same price for any one of them you want. Because you might like the middle, the big 192. Maybe your neighbor likes the pear shape on the left. But I'm not going to do $2,999 because it ain't working. So here's what I'm going to do. You're going to decide which one you like. I will honor whatever price we get. You tell me. I'm going to just say this really quickly because these are, again, 16. Look, I'll show you the bags. Here's the bag. Boom, right there, $69.99. Here we go, $69.99. Here we go, $70. I got to tell you guys, I'm going to give you a chance here. We're going to go not to 29 or 28 or 27 or 26. I'm going to go $2,500. $2,500. Let's see what happens. $2,500. And then we'll go from there. $10 increment. Now, you're not getting all 4. You're going to choose one. It's going to be a choice up. If you would like, whatever this ends up going for, you can choose whichever one you like for that price. Then it's going to be like, open the floodgates, let everybody pick their favorite for whatever price we end up getting. It's $2,500 to open. You saw the prices, $69.99, $79, whatever one you want. You get for the auction whatever it's going to be. I don't know what we're going to get, but I'm going to give it 60 seconds to get it started. It's your choice of. It's basically you get to decide. These are, again, not 1 carat stones. They're huge. We've got up to a 192 up there. There's the 136, the 114, then there's a 113 as well. They're either in 18 karat gold or platinum, and we're going 2,500. Easy enough. Your choice of. So it's a little different, but it's what it's going to take. Or maybe it's not. Maybe we need to do better. But I got to tell you, let's give it a moment here. You know what? I'll tell you what. This is it. I've got so many great mountings up here. The mountings are extraordinary. We didn't go over a lot of the diamond weights. We just quickly mentioned them. Let's do this. Whatever one you want, $2,500 to open. How about this? Just take them. This is confusing, right? It's never been done before. What if we just do this? $2,499 for your choice. That makes it more comfortable. That way it's a free-for-all. Pick your favorite. Better yet, I'll go even lower. I just don't know what it's going to take. I'm trying to figure that out. I know we're too low. I know every one of them is being offered under cost. That's all I do know. So what I'm going to figure out is instead of $24.99, let's go even lower. I would encourage you to dial in. We'll give it 60 seconds. If rubies are not the thing, I figured with a couple weeks left till July, that's when we all get really excited about July birthstones and the king of all gems and summertime's here. It's also patriotic, but it's also just a beautiful color that really exemplifies a lot of different things. Let's make them $2,399, take your choice of. And here's an example of what they look like. This is the big one. This is the carat 92, which is going to go probably first, just because we know that's the $79.99 one. We know that. We understand that, wasn't it? Or was it not? Wait a minute, am I confused? No, that was, yes. Yes, $69.99 for that one. Actually, it was this one over here. Well, this is the one that was actually $79.99 because it got the really big marquise cuts. Let me try them all on for you. Here's that almost wondering look. Here's the other one that I think is more similar. If you want to go bigger diamonds, classic style. Here's the bypass design as well. So there's a little look at what they kind of give you a visual on when they're on the hand. You've got the big kind of just a really good chevron style, but the pear shape still the lead. Then you've got this pear shape. That's a bypass design. You still get a big white diamond. Here's a really traditional mounting. So is this one. This one's going to have the bigger individual diamonds, smaller round brilliance here to go with your carat 92, $23.99. All right, I'll keep those. And then I have a question. Are we all good on Blue Wing Block D? Because I have one Museum Reserve emerald cut left. I showed it a little bit earlier. Here it is. I don't know what you think because it's always really exciting to bring new mountings that we've never had because most of the time you tune in, you're going to see 100 items. They're going to be the same mountings you've seen with different stones. This is a new mounting with really, really big individual baguettes, and it's got this emerald cut Tanzanite Museum Reserve. Now that's a beauty, isn't it? And the red flashes, well, there's a great story with this one. It's a 5 carat 02 emerald cut. It's absolutely Museum Reserve. And I know we went really big on the diamonds, so forgive us here. If you needed 20 carats in diamonds, this is not it, but it does have really big, substantial individual stones, 35 points overall. It means each diamond's just about 9 points. Okay. So the item number here is 112-8428. Very excited about this one because the color. It's obvious, and so many times it's like you're taking my word for it. There's red flashes that are better than what you see on TV. Here, they're better still, but you see them and you know what to expect, but it just still gets even more dynamic, that much brighter when you see it in person. Now it's a 502 Museum Reserve with 35 points in diamonds, and we are ready to give it away. And that giveaway statement is going to be something else. So here we go, brand new piece. Let's show it to you. We can have any gold you want, by the way. We had to go with the white gold, and I'll tell you why. When you get these chevron designs in the baguettes, there still had to be that big trillion that you see. It's made of the mirror finished gold in like a trillion section that's really bringing it all together. So that's very powerful, the way that is done. So that kind of fills it in. When you see it on the hand, it just really reflects the way you see that that 14 karat gold meet up. Let's take a look at it here though, because I find it looks so much more intriguing when it's on the hand, and you can see a little cutout work and a little detail on the sides, and that little bit of open space, we call it negative space. It just means there's a little open work on the sides there, but that is one dynamite stone, is it not? And it's going to be an incredible value. Oh, $79.99, we love you, but it's not going to work. So let's just blow it out. Go for it right now. Big time value on this amazing stone in white or yellow or rose, also in your size. So fabulous, and yet the colors just could not be more sensational. I don't know if I should tell you the story behind the stone, but it's a really important story that I'll share with you. I might as well, we got nothing but time. And that's my last new piece that I have to show you here today. So it just means we got 35 minutes and we'll take requests if you have them. I'm showing you the brand new. You've seen everything I had for you today. We still can show the 3 carat emerald cut diamond in a little more full presentation. If you're looking for the $60,000 piece, we do have that 3 carat emerald cut VS diamond. Welcome into our last call. It's 34 minutes left on our Thursday. We see you tomorrow night. Then we're done with our night shows and we go to the weekend mornings. But here we are at $79.99. I'm going to put it up for grabs here. We're going to go 0 to start, $500 increments, okay? We're just going to make it easy. But know this is a $79.99 piece, and my hands are tied at that price unless we say let's invoke the auction. I'm still looking for those bidders out there. We haven't had more than 2 bidders on an auction tonight yet. That's highly unusual. So it just means other people are out watching other things. That's okay too. But here's the deal. We only get 3 precious hours. We have 33 minutes left. We're ready to give you some value. And I got to give away jewelry. I've been doing it all night. It's no problem. But the important thing is you have a moment where when it's a little competition night, you get some better opportunities. It's like if you showed up at the auction house at Sotheby's and you were the only one that showed up, that's going to be a very good thing. Now, they have rules intact to prevent that from happening, because the reality is the Christie's, the Sotheby's, the Bonhams, they're not going to have just one person buy up all the things. They have basically, like, you know, minimums and things like that. We are saying 0 to start, and we don't have an open yet, which is highly unusual as well when there's an $8,000 ring that is up for grabs here. So you've got a chance to pick it up. There is no reserve. So and again, it's not been unusual tonight. We've had 1 and 2 bidders on auctions. This could be going out to you for $500 feasibly. It's totally feasible. I wish I could buy jewelry the way you guys buy jewelry. The unfortunate thing is, I'm here with you. Otherwise, I'd be at home buying up all this jewelry, and that's me who makes jewelry for a living. So I gotta say, when you can sit at home, kick back the feet, put them on the coffee table, have a beverage, and pick up the phone and buy your jewelry for better than I can make it, that's a big moment. And this is, again, my way to say, let's sell something. 500 bucks, do you have 500? $500 we got, so we're gonna sell it. Good news there, so take a look. Who do you have there, by the way? Gladys, where's she calling from and how's she doing? She's going to be a lot better if she scores that ring for 500 bucks. She's in New York. Fabulous. Wish I was in New York. Let's do this. Should we give it a clock? Yikes. Well, I told you earlier, we can't really do rings for 1,000 or 15 or 2. You can't make gold bands. So, hey, also, guys, there's a gold band here at the core of this. I know there's a lot going on. We have 1,000. Thank you. We have 2 bidders, by the way. It's probably our max. We got $1,000, 2 bidders so far. Here's the deal, though. This is a 5 carat or 2. It's museum reserve. So it's funny that Gladys, you should call from New York. I was going to say most of our museum reserves are scheduled for European museums. Most of them that have already gone have gone off to museums in Europe. They're on display now. I can tell you where if you need to know. You can message me. But here's the thing. If you're planning any European vacations this summer, you can go look at your museum reserves that you could have bought. We do have 15, by the way. We just got 2, by the way. So we have 15 and 2. You guys know this is an $8,000 ring. So hopefully we're going to get something like, you know, 6 or 6,500. We do have 2,000. But this is an important value. And what we're doing is giving you an opportunity to own it for nothing. Because if I were to turn this around and you were to get a gold band, and I mean this because please check out a jewelry store if you haven't been in one in a while, a gold band by itself right now goes for $6,000. A gold wedding band for gentlemen, like a 2-millimeter gold band with no diamonds. I'm not talking about a 5 carat Tanzanite. I'm talking about a gold band is thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And we have $2,000 now. So there's a lot of savings, and I know it's a different world of jewelry out there. Isn't it great that we have this little safe haven where we can hang out and still provide you those great values? And that's what we're doing here. $2,000. Let's see how we're doing. We have 2,000. Who's at 2,000? Hi, Mary. We've got Mary at 2, and we just lost a lot of bidders, too, so I'm not sure what happened there. But we have 2,000. We're looking for 25, 3, 5, or more, so come on in. But this is not the normal ring because you've got a brand new, and I know these are hard to gauge because you haven't seen this mounting every day for the last 9 years. Most of the mountings you've seen every day. I have mountings I literally have in every show. I have them every single day that I'm here. I have mounting, you know those mountings. You've seen them, you know what they cost, you know what they go for. This is different. And it's hard to gauge because we don't usually see big 9-point baguettes like that, but that's what you have here. So we have $2,500 now. Thank you so much. And new bidders just jumped in. Denise is at 25. So Mary or anybody else who wants to come on in, this is our last call. I'm going to show it on the hand. We have 1 bidder left because Mary's out. Denise is in. Take a look at this on the hand. And those are those massive diamonds. Now, there's a great, great museum reserve story here. This is one that's going to, well, obviously, maybe not now. The auction would have to be backwards and fail miserably. Looks like it's going out the door here, right? But this was scheduled for a museum here in the U.S. The first stone that was scheduled for a U.S. museum, because why? Well, some of the most well-known, recognized pieces of jewelry that have ever been made in the U.S. and worn by icons here in our country are usually emerald cuts. Emerald cuts have a certain panache in the U.S., very, very high-end, glamorous stones. Well, that is why this was going to be part of a campaign where in New York City it was going to be on display. Let me show you here up close too, just so you can see all the reds I'm trying to show off here, so you can really see the kind of mesmerizing colors you're getting. We're at 25. We have 1 bidder. That means we are probably getting to that point where we're going to have to probably think about a clock. But we still have 28 minutes in the show, and quite frankly, I could use them all for this auction at this point. But that's really where this was the one that was selected by a very important, well-known curator of a museum here in the U.S. to be part of an homage to an important American icon. And so that's the idea. Someone very well known for her jewelry collection. She's had there might be some of you right now who are looking at your coffee table, and you might have her photograph on that front cover of that big coffee table book about a love affair with jewelry. Well, emerald cuts were something that were very significant. And then, of course, her eye color. So again, I don't name names, but certainly I think we know who we're talking about, who was the owner of many, many important pieces of jewelry, many pieces of which were auctioned off a few years back. There's going to be obviously a lot of talk about an emerald cut, being that that was her choice in cut of stone for one of her more significant wedding rings or diamond rings. So again, between the correlation of the beautiful purples and reds, the great emerald cutting, the reserve for that particular occasion and homage, but now it's one of yours. So the fact that there's such a story and a history here to what this stone really could have been to the world of U.S. museum displays, and now it could be yours. That's pretty exciting, I think. Pretty exciting stuff. And obviously, if you're going to select, we've had a lot of emerald cuts through the years, this being such a very important stone. High level, $2,500. We are about to give this a clock. We are under cost on it. That's the fact tonight. It's been a lot. A lot of pieces tonight have been just that. When we can go through box after box of pieces filled of jewelry just like this, we are seeing an undercost opportunity on nearly everything you're seeing tonight. I hope you will take advantage of values like these. $2,500, we're at that now, so that's gonna go. And now we are looking for $3,000 to get it gone if you would like to participate. This is still, just let me point out, the next bid would not even be close to half. I think if I'm up here giving you 50% off on a TVON price today, that's gonna be a significant value we can be very proud of, but $2,500 is not there yet. So 25, looking for 3, last call to own it. And I'll tell you, if you admire beautiful jewelry collectors, collectors, this is something that has a rich heritage, but it's going straight to you. It just, think about the what ifs and the what could have beens with this stone, and now you have that opportunity and privilege to own it yourself and wear it yourself. It's something you wear, you put on, you enjoy. And that is why we wanted to take those emerald cuts, match it with the baguettes, put those baguettes pairing up to the sides. How lovely is that? And giving that V-shaped design. Let's take a look at it one more time. It's a 2-minute final clock, and then I'm gonna have to figure out something else to show you. So what's that gonna be? I have no idea. But I gotta say, I just brought out this box of jewelry, so I'll just sift through it real quick and see what we got for you. But that's gonna be our last call. We have a final. Who's at 25, by the way? Remind me, it's Denise, right? Or Kathy now. How did I get that wrong? Where's Kathy calling from? Virginia. Has she ever shopped with us before? Oh, okay, good. Well, I'm going to try it on again. Looks like we may have $3,000, so be ready. We got a couple people verifying here at the end. That one's at 25. Man, what a stone. 502. Look at the red. So obvious in that stone. Plain as day right here in these harshest of lights. Look what they do to just bring that glow, bring that neon. You got 1 minute and 3 seconds to dial in. That's where you gotta be in it to win it, as they say. You really do. You can't win if you're not playing. And this is where, again, you got the big value right here in front of you. So we're looking for a last call, looking for $3,000. There goes the last seconds here. 45 seconds remaining at $3,000 perhaps. Let me make sure that's verified and 100%. And then we've got our black opal. Still have a black opal to show you again. We showed one earlier. We do have a Padparadscha in platinum. Don't forget about the purple diamond. There's a purple pink diamond here from GIA. That's the certified stone that we love so much. And we're very excited to have this for you. So let me know if you like it. But again, 20 seconds, 3,000 is what we're looking for. Maybe we can show you the ruby one more time. You got it. We'll show you the 192 ruby again. Get that one out the door for an incredible price tag. We'll show that, recap that, give it a look all on its own for you. And that's that. 3,000, you got it. Yes, we do have $3,000. So we'll go right back to Kathy, see if she wants to go 35. Do we have 3? Okay. 3,000, yes, you got it. Okay, just making sure we're verified there. 3,000 going once. 3,000 going twice. Sold, congratulations. Let's move to this one. I know, something familiar, but I just want to give it another look by request here. It's 112. This is, let me make sure I get that right. It's 0606 on this 1 carat 92 in platinum. It's going to be our 192 ruby. It's elegant. It's exciting to get that red that's bright as can be. A little bit of subtle blues to the undertones there. We'll remind you about our designer band, in which we have one left. 70 points in diamonds here, and we will blow it out. Remember, we have this as a part of a wheel here. This is the largest of the 4 that we brought you, though, and it is that Carat 92 private collection, bright as can be, gorgeous glow. That one is going to be 70 points in diamonds. They're on the sides, plus there's a halo. This is all pave. The halo is a large halo in diamonds there along the edge. We're going to blow it out right now. Remember, it's $23.99. That is the largest ruby I've had at a price tag like that. Now, it was just the other day I had a 2 carat for $5,999. Well, I don't know about you, but $6,000 versus $23.99 is a very big difference. And when there's a 2 carat here, and if you can go just 8 points shy of that, but give a savings that saves you about $4,000, I think that's where the ruby value is probably pretty significant and pretty visible here to be able to do that. So $23.99. We're going to get into recap mode. We got about 20 minutes left in our Thursday. If there are any requests we can show you, please let me know. I'm going to recap some of the pieces that are still here from earlier so you can see those. And we'll see what's going on here with our auction. I'm not sure what happened. So let me see what we got. Let's do this. Final call at $23.99. Some of you had asked to see this Carat 92 right up close and personal. So one last look at it before we go tonight. That's going to be our 192 with the 70 points. $23.99. We'll recap that designer diamond band, which I only have one remaining. That is it. So that's going to be a very important piece on the way. This is the ruby ring on the hand. Remember, this is in platinum, so it will stay in the platinum, but we can size it for you, and that's what it looks like on the hand for you. And we'll size it to any size you need, so if you're not a 5, that's okay too. We can do that for you as well. $23.99 though on a 2 carat almost in the Burma. And that's the thing. We're not giving you some other kind of, inferior quality of ruby. It is the best in the world from Burma. So it's an extremely important glow to that stone. You see it there. Not all Burma stones do that either. We get really spoiled seeing just that same kind of transparency and glow all the time. You don't always get that. So let's take a look at our last of the diamond ring, the new designer style. We gave you cutting edge design details. It's happening right here, but for one last caller, and I bet you if you were with us a couple hours ago, you missed it. And now we've got one remaining, and the different sizes, including really large diamonds that are happening as well. That's happening, and then look at that. All of those gorgeous stones set into the satin finishing. The gorgeous satin finishing, it gives you such a glow. And then they really, again, they condense and concentrate here on one side. And then it's like it's almost like champagne bubbles. It reminds me a little bit, we've done this ring before called the Celebration Ring, or really, again, the big, it's got a lot of open work to it. It's got some details. Well, this is really like a solid version of that, which means just more gold and a whole lot more diamond weight, because our Celebration Ring has 60 points in diamonds. This has a carat 01. It's all here for $16.99 if you'd like to enjoy that at home and get a band that really is very, again, up to date, newer style. What we're going to be seeing, again, we can bring you, because we're making jewelry every day and we do it here on site. We're not having to wait years and years between collections. If you've ever wondered, why do jewelry stores make such a big deal and they launch these collections with a lot of pomp and circumstance and fanfare and usually big celebrity endorsements? Well, that's part of why you're paying such big markups, is because the designer name, the celebrities that, the ads. I mean, ads in Vogue do not go for a couple dollars. If you're putting out those ads in billboards on Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles, you've got a lot of money built into your cost to your consumer. And they only still come out with jewelry and new designs once every year or two. So it's great to bring you what is really happening first and foremost in the industry, keeping you guys up to date and as cutting edge as possible with great jewelry, and doing it in a better quality than what you typically see elsewhere. And so that's very exciting. We also have a ruby necklace, a full collar. We have a gorgeous diamond ring. I've got some gold quartz here, which we haven't seen tonight, so we'll do that. A blue sapphire necklace. Quite a few pieces here that I'm going to grab from tomorrow's show, just to show you a little sneak peek here. We've got a diamond ring with a cluster of diamonds, 61 points in platinum. Take a look at that. First caller can have it for really an easy price tag here. And again, remember what we said about bands? 2mm bands, $4,000 to $5,000 to $6,000 right now. We added the 61 point cluster of diamonds, 7 stones there. Your lucky 7 stones, and that one's going to be 112, 5968, and platinum, 61 points. They're almost 10 points a piece. If you want the exact, that would put them at 8.7 points individually. So they're really good size round brilliants, and it's only $699. So there's something on the more affordable side. We also have a sapphire pendant coming up. It's a chain pendant. That means it's the whole necklace. We'll see that on the way. Beautiful blue sapphire coming up. That's going to be coming up for you. That's a really pretty piece. We've got a great value there. Gold quartz in a marquise cut is coming up. There's the gold quartz. That's one of my favorites. It's the, to me, that is the painting. It is, because it looks like a thunderstorm cloud with lightning, and then the, skies clearing at the bottom. I love that one. So we'll see that coming up as well. It's like it's painting a picture in your gold quartz, and we've only got a couple minutes. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see again, but there's our diamond ring, $699. Take a look at that. There's what it looks like on the hand as well. So it ends up really just looking like a big solitaire, doesn't it? Like a big old solitaire sitting atop your ring there, $699 on that one. So that's a great way to go. Just a really nice little gift of a ring there for one caller. And then let's get to that beautiful, again, that band. Yes, $16.99 last call on the diamond band designer style. Here's the sapphire piece. It's our blue sapphire pendant with chain. It'll be item number 112-2123. It's a blue sapphire pear shape with a smudge. I can clean that up. Let's see what it looks like here, all polished to perfection. Diamonds in a leafy-like design, but it's all pave. Those are big individual stones set down into your 18-karat gold. 112-2123 is going to start with an 81-point sale on sapphire, 50 points in diamonds as well. Take a look at the inside, how that's finished. Really lovely the way that's done. I wouldn't even mind seeing it that way on the neckline. I love seeing the diamonds through the open work. That's kind of cool. Just a little subtle brilliance coming through, some texture on the gold. The chain, this is one of the more unique chains. I bet you not everybody has a chain like this in their collection already. It's an 18-inch chain. It's got these beaded details, but they coordinate. They actually alternate from more oval shapes to round shapes. So you see how there's a little texture to the beads. That's the way that's done. So it's really unique and creative. Plus it'll work on other pieces as well. And we'll go ahead and blow it out real quick. That one's actually, you know what? Let me make sure that's going to work. I don't, you know what? Yes, it will. It'll get through that bail. Just want to make sure you can take it off. So if you need a chain for other things, you got it. 18 karat solid gold, the chain is as well. And that's down from $69.99. And I got to show you the length. Top to bottom, 1 inch and a quarter. Let's show it on the neckline. I love when you can see the bright blues from a distance. That's telltale you've got a really good sapphire. And that chain is adjustable, so you can make it as short as you'd like, as long as you'd like, up to 18 inches, which on me hits right about there. So lots of adjustability from there to there, wherever you want to go. Really fine tune it for what you need that day. But it's going to be only, oh, I don't think $59.99. I don't think $49. I don't think $39.29 or $19.99. Blowing out some jewelry, last 15 minutes remaining. Let's go for it. It's not 15. It's not 14. It'll be $13.99. That's it. And we got the gold quartz coming up in the marquise next. Looking forward to it. Gold quartz, rubies, Tanzanite. Oh, what the heck? I just got a note. Well, this is too bad. We just got a note about the Tanzanite. Auction gone bad on the Tanzanite, so just an alert. If anyone wants the emerald cut Tanzanite, call me. If, like, second bidders, third bidders, if you, I don't know. We're getting some of those non-registered bidders that are dialing in. So what we're going to do is we'll bring back that Tanzanite real quick, and $13.99 the sapphire. Let's get to this gold quartz. You couldn't have painted a prettier picture, I don't think, but the fact this is a natural gem that holds the precious metal within it. It's quartz. It's got 24 karat gold. There's that, have you guys seen this? Because most quartz are white or gray. This is not the typical. And look what this is. This is not painted on. This is not something manufactured by man. This is where that real intense, deeper color is at the top of your marquise. And then it literally looks like a lightning bolt of 24 karat gold coming down. It looks like storm clouds. And yet coming down in the perfect cutting to really frame that and give it that elongation. Because think about it, if you did an oval, like imagine, if this was an oval and you just showcased the quartz, you wouldn't have had all these beautiful natural elements that you're seeing here that make it so different and unique. That is item number 6367. It's our 238 in the marquise cut. I got a giveaway. Who wants it? Call me now. I know we had it for $49.99. Old news. I'm ready for a new discount, a new value. Call me if you love it. We're going to do something off here. Just going to give it away. And you got to call me, because obviously this is not for the faint of heart. It's a big stone at 238, 61 points in diamonds. That's the double halo that wraps around it. I know not everybody's into marquise, but this is so critical to have it set that way, because you've got that whole kind of picture depicted, but in a natural stone. Don't you love that? It's like looking up at the clouds when you see, oh, look, there's a great shape in the clouds, and you see cloud formations that tend to look like something. This is happening, but in a natural gemstone. So when you think of, how this works, and then the great lapidary that recognized that as well, made something of this design, I want to do better than 49. And if you're not into the off air, okay, that's fine too. Let's just give it away. Give it away right now. First caller can have it. I don't even want to do $1,500. I know these are worth a fortune right now. Every day the gold goes up, gold quartz goes up. But you're going, it's a gem. But yes, there's 24 karat gold inside. So that means something. Just as if you had a 31 gram ring versus a 5 gram ring, the 31 grams of gold is going to cost you more. Well, there's gold here in the stone, plus the gold that sets it. $15, $14, $13.99. Let's blow it out. $12.99. First caller, that's it. We'll just go ahead and announce to the world, how much under cost can we go? It's happening again. So $12.99 on the gold quartz with the diamonds. And if you want a gorgeous ruby, pick up one of those rubies we had in those 1 to 2 carat sizes. Our purple pink diamond is here, the aqua. I cannot let the aqua, okay, I know. I get excited in the first hour, and I put some of the best pieces up in the first hour. And some of y'all are eating dinner in the car, commuting from work, watching Jeopardy. I don't know, right? I don't know. Listen, Ken Jennings is a lot more entertaining than I am. He is. He is. He's fantastic. But look at this. You might have missed this. Look at that. Look at that. That is an aqua. We're going to give it away right now. That aqua, if you missed it earlier, it is the most breathtaking gem. We've had some beauties tonight. We had the big 10 karat purple Paraiba. We have the gold quartz, but I got this aqua. And one beautiful 6688 item number that's going to be 1176 in material, 72 points in diamonds. They would be princess cuts, set actually flanked in the band here, so that they're all, look at how they're bookended. Gold separates each and every princess cut, so that what? They're essentially set into the band. Look at that. There's no elevation, no prongs, so that they sit smooth and sleek into the sides of the band. Those are 72 points among 8 stones, so they're almost 10 pointers, and the stone looks even better on the hand. We need to give this away. It's only going to be in white gold. If you ask me how it should be done, I would recommend it strongly in this gold color, but take a look at this on the hand. I still can't get over what this stone does. And we brought this down in Sell It or Melt It. It was $12,999. But it didn't get on the air. Thank goodness, because you would have saved $1,300, so no one's going to buy it from me tonight, because why would you buy it now if you could have saved $1,300 on it? Because I'm saving you more than $1,300. A lot more. This ring is under 10. It's under 5. It's under $49.99, and that aqua is doing all that magic by itself on its own, thanks to amazing cutting paired up with amazing color. Best Sierra Santa Maria you can get. They're supposed to be $60,000 a carat elsewhere. We got you covered. Would you like the best aqua I have? Here it is. $49. It's not. $45. It's not. We're blowing it out right now. First caller takes it. I needed to recap it. It was here in the first hour, and it should be gone. Look what that does. I just don't have another stone that does that. I have shown you diamonds, neon tanzanites, and paraibas, and beautiful sphene even. Sphene is a very highly dispersive stone, and none of the pieces I've had are doing what that aqua does. And if you want the ultimate cocktail ring of an aqua, here it is. It's $44.99. One caller, and that's yours. A beautiful, a very small price to pay for an incredible stone. And then let us know, Tim, were you asking about the Tanzanite? Huh? A general question, got it. Is there anything that I'm curious, do I not cover any, what are the general questions that I should cover? Like, do we have a money back guarantee? What's the shipping time? How do auctions work? Is there a print? Right. So hopefully we cover all that. If you ever have a question, you let us know. That aqua needs to go. Look at that stone doing what it does. Lowest price we'll ever have is right there. Can't wait another day on it because you'll miss out on it completely. Want to make sure you get it. $44.99 on a mega aqua. That's the one to own right there. It just is perfection in Aquamarine. The blue barrels, we don't mess around when we bring you blue barrels. Let's do a little bit of a nice little recap wheel. I got a couple pieces left to go here in rings. We did have our big purple Paraiba. Now the pear shape did finally go. The pear shape is gone, but I also had the really important purple Paraiba in the oval. That is $99.99. It's a nearly 10 karat stone. We basically got it for $1,000 a carat and like $100 for the mounting, which is really sensational. Also had a color change sphene earlier. Look at this, color change sphene in a carat 20. It's an Asher cut, but it's bringing the neon and the brilliance and the dispersion right there. Also had a gigantic turquoise. We don't see too many turquoise in more than a 1 or 2 carat size, but tonight I did have this beautiful halo design, really pretty classic in its style here. It's a 6 karat 90 in the turquoise. It is Sleeping Beauty variety. That's our 690 with the diamond halo around it. That's only $16.99, as is our beautiful designer diamond band, which we have one left. That debuted here tonight, and a brand new design. We are not going to be bringing that back, so that is $16.99 because there's only one left, and we made what we made. So that's it. That's not coming back, not being made again. Also had the beautiful ruby, $23.99. If you're considering the nearly 2 karat ruby, I would do more than consider it. Just having been around a lot of rubies, knowing where the big sizes typically go, this is anything but typical to get a 192 for a price like $23.99. So some really gorgeous options here. A last call on our evening. We are back tomorrow night. Please join us if you can. We would love to have your company, but there's a lot of great jewelry up there waiting for your call. So it's just a simple matter of which one do you like the best. Also have some Tanzanite drop earrings that are here from earlier as well. Had the big opal for $29.99. Had a diamond ring for $6.99. So a little bit of something for everybody, I hope, up here. That's always the goal, is you got to have something for everybody. So $6.99 on that diamond ring, that certainly provides some affordability up there. And this big opal, that was $29.99 earlier. And there's interesting reds and yellows coming through. And let's not forget about the gold quartz. The Marquise cut, the fabulous, I call it the thunderstorm clearing here. Look at that. That is just such a really cool quartz there. Great gold that really goes right down. I don't know if we got so many big pieces up here. There's that gold quartz. We'll let it peek through there for you so you can see what we have left. And again, $16.99, $6.99, $23.99. This one's $19.99, $16.99, $44.99, $29.99, $12.99 for the gold quartz, and only $99.99 for our largest purple Paraiba. Take what you love. That's it. Final call on the show. Thank you very much for being with us tonight. We got 4.5 minutes remaining to go. We see you tomorrow. We do it again, 5 to 8 Pacific, 8 to 11 Eastern. Let's not leave our central time zone out. That's also going to be 7 to 10. So we look forward to it. It's going to be amazing. We've got a great kickoff to our weekend. You know, the weekends are so special too. So we'll see a lot of specialty pieces this weekend. I love that aqua. Boy, where does your eye go? Which one do you want to have? Of course, there's something special about that centerpiece in that color change sphene that goes from green to red, that has the dynamic brilliance that has, that amazing band. The designer style's right there. If you want updated, something you're going to live in, wear every day, go for that burnished diamond confetti design, satin finishing, mirror finishing in the back, finished under gallery. The ruby's incredible. The ruby is extremely special. To be able to get a ruby for $23.99, that's almost 2 carats. That one may be gone. That one's verifying. $6.99 on the diamond cluster ring here. Those are all big diamonds. The sphene is remarkable. Again, brilliance beyond. Look it up there. We got a lot of pretty stones, but nothing is going to give you all the dynamics that the sphene does. The sphene in the middle is electrified. It's bright and beautiful. So here's the deal. They've all been presented in full. Yes. I really can't. I can't because I might just buy it myself if I try that on one more time. I can't tell you enough about this aqua. I'm someone who loves sparkles. See, people ask me all the time, what's your favorite color? It's honestly sparkle because I like anything that sparkles. I really do. And this stone, I've seen a lot of gorgeous aquas. They're known for great color when they get into this, but look at the kind of dynamics that are coming through on that stone. And this is doing something that nothing else is. And that's because of the cutting. Remember I told you it's a specialty cushion cut. It's got a different facet pattern on the inside than a traditional cushion cut does. Not only are you getting almost 12 carats in the Sierra Santa Maria, but look what it's doing. And I can shadow the light and it's still doing it. Did you see that? Full light, darkness. Do you have it? Not that high. Obviously, it's got to accommodate the stone. But that's it. Not much higher than anything else sits, than the ruby, than the turquoise. Rings are never going to be flat unless it's a band. Even a band has a certain amount of height to it. So rings with, usually the rule of thumb is the bigger the center stone, you have to accommodate. Thank you so much on that one. You will love it. You will love it. Back to the wheel we'll go. I'll show you what's left here. There's the ruby, of course. Let's also bring in that diamond band. $6.99 for this diamond ring. And thank you on the aqua. It is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Well, it's only too big a size for me. It's a 6.5 right now. I wear a 5.5. So it'll go side to side if you get a size bigger than what you wear. If you get the size you actually wear, it's gonna sit perfectly. Because actually it's more like a 6.25. It's still too big for me. So that's why it kind of does that, you know, top heavy thing. But if you get your true ring size, it's gonna sit right up front where it should. Yeah, it's too big for me. So here we go, guys. That's it. Last call, $99.99 on the purple Paraiba. It's nearly 10 carats. That was our 9 carat 66 masterpiece. Here's the $16.99 last of its kind diamond band, $6.99 diamond ring, $19.99 sphene, $23.99 ruby, $16.99 turquoise, $29.99 for the black opal, and $99.99 for our purple Paraiba, and this is our $12.99 gold quartz. So last call on the show, 1 minute and change left. Thank you on the aqua. Very excited for you. It's a beauty. You will love it. I think it's going to be your favorite piece. It's that beautiful. And then last call on anything up there. Again, let us know if you have any questions. We are here for a few minutes after we go off the air. A lot of pieces go after the show ends. Make sure you dial in so you don't get disappointed to find out it's sold tomorrow or the next day or the next day. And speaking of tomorrow, that's when we see you next. 5 o'clock Pacific time, big Friday night. We call it Club TVON. Make sure you're with us. We always love to kick off the weekend and have a little party together. So we will do just that tomorrow night. So I hope you can join us for that. If you're on the go, sneak a peek at us online, tvon.com, Facebook, YouTube. It's a great way to watch. Otherwise, we'll see you right here on the television. 5 to 8, however you want to watch. We got amazing values for you and a lot of brand new. So hopefully you'll see us then, and we'll see you then. And we would love to have your company as we kick off a big weekend, Father's Day weekend, as a matter of fact. So big holiday weekends. We love it. And we'll be here all weekend long as well. So join me tomorrow night. We'll be here for a couple minutes. If you want to give us a call, we'll be happy to speak to you right now. And thank you so much, everybody. I'm Lauren Blair from all of us here at TVON. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you tomorrow.